Aquaba Power Frequency Tribe.
Hey,
We're back.
We're back like we never left.
But today we don't have Cubanos. Like we're gonna do the
boom boom.
Should we do that
we can't.
We should do it at the same time for him. I'm gonna count us in and we'll all go boom boom boom. Are you ready? Spontaneity.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Okay, so Cubano, this is for you.
This is for you, bro.
Espera ti, amor. So, 3, 2, 1.
Uno. Boom boom boom.
It's not the same.
So when Cubano does
not the
it,
same.
it's like
It's not the
very
same.
like
deep.
Like, and it sounds very nice. Like, you have to check one of the others.
Yeah.
But
El Cubano.
So you're back, Power Frequency Tribe.
Yeah, we back like we never left.
And we have 2 guests with us today.
Yeah.
So we have Na.
Hello.
And we have C.
Hi.
And obviously we got our usual Selassie.
Of course.
Of course. Kwame.
Yeah. This is Primo.
Your host, Patty.
Yeah.
And
the
then
queen.
Cubano. But Cubano is not here with us today, so he'll be back next week. Don't worry, don't miss him too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's straight away go to our guests. Aqua, welcome, ladies.
Yeah.
Thank you.
A lovely guest.
Thank you for being here with us and to taking the time.
Thank you.
Pleasure to be here, honestly.
You were blessed, and I love this whole like. It's gonna look like we coordinated this. But
Yeah. It really looks like.
All that black.
White,
Yeah.
literally like.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I feel like Selassie should be in white.
I
so
know.
like,
I just realized.
Shame.
Oh, sorry.
It's all white brunch, and then but you can always change it.
I don't even know if I have a white shirt.
Wow.
I'm sure you do.
No, I have a white button shirt, but not a t-shirt.
Wow.
Yeah.
You have a shirt.
Oh, you have a shirt, exactly.
Yeah, in the
believe
daytime, I swear.
So that could be
I
a
used to work.
solution.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, of course. I mean, you could bleach this one. You can
True.
leave it in bleach for a while.
Yeah.
No, but it be true. Or like you wear shirts,
you
like
see?
trying to
Yeah,
think.
no.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
picture.
It did bust my mind.
I think you should wear the shirt
My
today.
mind was ready.
I get too much respect when I wear buttons, so I try to
You
like.
said too much
Respect.
Is that a problem?
He's already the one of the most fans, you know. Like, literally.
Hilarious.
I used to talk about this earlier. When you're out with Selassie, like,
Said I get
It's like
too
the
much
beast to
respect.
the honey.
Y'all need to
Yo.
dial it down.
Yo, if it's too much power, I don't know. I swear.
right, so all white.
Being over.
Let's go.
With too much power comes great responsibility.
He
Eh?
doesn't
I
want to
swear.
be responsible.
That's all.
So trying to do
That's
that
all.
in
Yeah.
that life.
So yeah, like Na has blessed us with her presence before on the show, but for
Yeah.
anyone who hasn't like seen that episode, if you
Yeah.
missed out, go and watch it, people. And also like subscribe to the channel, like, comment, you know, the usual.
Yeah.
But now, would you mind reintroducing yourself, like for the
Sure.
people who haven't seen the previous episode?
Yeah.
Okay, sure enough. So I'm Na Kofi. I represent the Ghana diaspora in many ways.
Yeah.
Impressed.
And you know, with that idea, I started a nonprofit which is about pen pals between schools globally. And you know, we're just about to launch as school is starting, so it's kind of an exciting time for us. Yeah.
Amazing! Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
That's so huge. Not only for that diaspora, but like for the youth,
Yeah.
education. Like, awesome. Could you tell us like more about like the name and like, how we can support?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's called the Penaura Network. And you can find us www.thepenauranetwork.org. And you know, apart from there and like our Instagram, which is also the Penaura Network,
Awesome.
you know, then you can just catch up with us, see what we're up to, support us, you know, and like, spread the word, you know.
Amazing.
Nice.
Good.
Nice.
Literally
Nice.
awesome.
Nice.
Thank you for that. So yeah, we'll drop a link in the comments as well. So
Yeah.
get in touch in the comments, Instagram,
Yeah.
Penaura Network. Amazing. What about you, C? Can you tell our audience who you are and what you do?
Some pressure. 'Cause I'm sitting here like, I was literally just gonna say, see, you know, and then be done. And now she gave a whole backstory, and I'm here like, what is my backstory? But yes, hey y'all, I'm C, also known as CC or AccraEventsGH. which is, right there.
Oh, nice.
Always.
Nice.
Oh, lit.
All over. So yes, AccraEventsGH, if you've not heard of it or seen it anywhere, it is a one-stop space for like all events that are happening in Accra, whether they're in the daytime or in the nighttime. You might see me out at night more often because Ghanaians
like enjoyment too.
It's not even just the enjoyment. We like nighttime enjoyment. In the daytime, it's like, oh yeah, we'll be there. But at night, everyone and their mother and father calls out. You'll be seeing them all over the place.
True.
So yeah, you can find out information on what is happening in Accra on our Instagram, AccraEventsGH, or on Twitter, same username, Snapchat, same username, website, www.AccraEventsGH.com.
Amazing.
Same. So yeah.
Congratulations too. Huge. Literally, like, whenever you want to know what is going on, you just go on AccraEventsGH, Instagram or Snap. Like, you'll never be disappointed every day.
Yeah, I use it all the time.
I've told all my friends about it as well. Like, it's easy. You just go check. Like, it's right
What's
there.
happening today? Yeah, I know. Sometimes when I go out and I don't get home in time, it's a struggle. It is a struggle, but just to whatever I can do to bring you guys the info, I do that.
We respect it.
Appreciate it.
Literally, very much appreciate it. Even like today, that's why we're going where we're going, isn't it?
Yes, it is. We're going,
we're outside.
We're outside. Always.
But I think as well, like with the nightlife, like during the day it's obviously so hot, and then either people at work or they may be like working indoors, isn't it? And then at night, also less traffic.
That's true.
Because like if you're out during the day, then you know it's gonna take you like an hour to get somewhere.
That is so true.
Whereas at night people are like, it's cooler. You can.
It's actually
Also,
been
people don't run it.
chilly late. Not chilly. That's a lie. But it's been cooler in comparison to the usual weather.
When I say this to my friends in London,
No,
they say, so what is the temperature? And I'm like, 26 degrees.
26, and I'm like, it's warm. But no, for us it's cold.
Yeah, but of late it's like a little bit chill, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of chilly. I'll step outside and I'm like, why am I feeling cold? This is embarrassing.
But I agree, especially by the beach, you'll have that like breeze.
Yeah, it's nice. It's
That's
nice.
Yeah, it is nice.
There's a lot of people outside with their kata jackets right now.
Yeah, and that would actually make sense.
Yeah.
Before when they would wear the leather boots and the leather jackets and
It did not make
sense.
sense.
Where are you going with this? How?
Swear.
When you see people in like big winter coats, even right now, it did not make sense. It's still
It
26
makes a
degrees.
little bit more sense.
A little bit more, but not fully.
A little bit more sense.
Especially at night,
Yeah.
No, but when you get in the places, it's gonna be crowded depending on where you're going. It's gonna be packed. It's gonna be warm. It still doesn't make sense. I'm trying to argue for it, but actually, arguments. It's not argumenting. It's not happening.
I hear you. So yeah, ladies, thank you so much. Like best intros.
Yeah.
Like make sure you go and support both, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Please, and then share. Like share.
Yeah, I want one of the shirts.
You want one of the shirts?
Yeah.
You want a crop top?
Why not?
Oh, I'm definitely in with the crop top.
Absolutely, I will. Yes.
Love the black stars.
Yeah. Oh no, it literally says, you didn't see it, huh? Great Brian's drink alike.
Oh no, I didn't see it.
She said the stars. It's not positive. But no, you can have one that doesn't have something like that.
I don't really drink in it.
No, I want that one, but I want shot glasses because I don't drink beer.
You don't drink beer?
Yeah, but it's cool.
But it is, there we go. I have different ones.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
One that says,
also.
I don't need alcohol to make bad decisions. Different ones.
No, man.
It's not just this.
I would love a Penaura like t-shirt too.
Okay.
'Cause
Yeah,
there's
I'll
merch
definitely
as
make
well.
sure. Yeah, I'll make sure y'all get one as well. Yeah.
Nice.
Or you might I don't.
Yeah.
So, gentlemen, like
Yeah.
we haven't given you the floor yet. Selassie, obviously people know you, but like many intro. And how's your week
Vampire.
been, Charlie? Afro Charlie?
Yo, the week, I don't know. I just been working, and then finally I just finished a lot of stuff, so I'm free.
Awesome.
So
Congrats.
yeah, and then Just like normal, like nighttime, like nighttime, like I don't know, gallivanting. Yeah.
A lot of
Celeste
nice.
would be like, oh, I have exams. Then I'd step at Republic and this is him taking
Yeah.
ginger shots.
Yeah.
Which exam?
But also,
Wait,
like,
exam this.
I was just about to ask, how's the
Nah, I
studying
swear,
going?
Selassie is a vampire.
He is.
I promise.
100% believe it.
I
I
promise.
believe it. You can't convince me otherwise.
No, Selassie's a vampire.
But how is the studying going?
Yeah, it's all good. I mean, so far so good. Like I can't complain. Yeah.
I never know how he does it. Because you know, I
He's a
say mini
vampire.
intro, Mr. Humble will never mention that he's like not only a singer, producer, like artist, own business, like
Owner,
studies.
Taxpayer.
You're literally the most outside. You will say he's not outside, but he is outside.
He's outside. all
Because
the time.
outside to you is like normal, so you don't even call
Yeah.
that outside.
I remember we had a conversation where he was like, I'm never out, but during that period, I also wasn't really out much because I was unwell. But then the two times that I was out, I saw him. So I'm like, I don't know, man. These are the only 2 times I've been out, and you're here. So I don't know what to tell you.
I know. Coincidence.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Nice one.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Yo, the
nice
week was
one.
good though. The week was good. Yeah. No rain still. I'm cool. I mean a little, but
A
like
little
not
bit.
like before, so it's good.
And it helps for business a little bit of rain.
Not my business. Yeah. You don't work when it rains.
Oh.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Can you tell them why?
Why?
Yes.
I mean because like sand gets wet and then
Yeah.
it's hard to mix stuff. Yeah.
No, the blocks have to dry. So
Yeah, that too.
yeah.
I was talking a lot about you guys abroad. Like everyone has been mentioned in
Yeah.
Nah,
in
we're going to
London
own
and in
at least Kaswa.
Lisbon.
Like that's my neighborhood. So
Yeah.
like I'm going to own Kaswa.
Yeah.
It's mine. So
That's
pick
your
one,
target.
bro. Just pick
Yeah.
one and we'll do it, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We will. That's dope.
King of Kaswa. That's the title.
That's the aspiration.
Nice.
Yeah.
Supply everybody the
Yeah.
blocks.
Yo, but you're weak, bro.
Yes.
No, yeah,
Kwame,
yeah,
the
yeah.
Visionary architect.
Yeah, my week has been like a lot because things are we got like 2-3 more projects. Yeah, so
Nice.
it's like
Congratulations on
yeah,
that.
yeah, thank you. Yeah, we did that, and then also I'm also trying to do like a little bit of administrative work. So it's been packed. It's been
Busy,
packed. Yeah.
choked, yeah?
We have projects in Kumasi that we had to go to too, and so it's like in and out, and then yeah. But yeah. Like I say all the time, this is amazing, always amazing. This is like this family that we have here every Sunday. Like,
Literally.
yeah, I really appreciate it though.
Hey, I
Yeah.
missed you guys. Literally.
Yeah.
so
Siano
much.
boys.
Yeah.
This guy is sending to Asaka. Almost.
That's like yeah,
Didn't
trying
people
to
wait
pull
until
us.
3 a.m. to see him
Sorry?
See
when
who?
he performed?
Who?
Asaka, yeah,
Asaka.
no, when
Yeah.
he, yeah, they
Is that
said
what I
he
heard?
Wait,
came.
when
back.
was this?
Yeah, he came at
Who?
exactly 3:14.
Who?
Mm,
Oh no, I said Asaka. My
what's
bad.
his-
okay,
Asaka.
no.
Kumasi. Yeah.
Yeah, Asaka,
Asaka,
yeah.
No one heard what you said.
It's like, wait.
Aye, my bad.
That's okay. That's funny. But yeah, so
Yeah.
it's been busy. But you had your birthday as well while we were.
Oh yeah. See, I pushed the birthday back. I don't know if
going to be
it's
delayed.
possible, but yeah, like I done that. Like,
Ah, you can do anything.
push
you
it
like.
back, yeah, push it back, and then
Still
yeah,
get blessings.
Fifth- yeah, like last week.
Oh, so soon.
No.
Yeah.
Thank you. No, but it's cool.
What?
Nah.
Nobody else, just us. Okay.
Wait, just you were no.
You're August too?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. When?
At the beginning of August.
Oh, happy belated too.
Oh, happy belated to you too. Yeah, I was away for that as well.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. And you. How? Yeah.
Your week been?
How has it all been?
Yeah, like obviously I've been away
Yeah.
for 2
Yeah.
Tell us
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tell us
so
about how much you missed all of us.
hey, I missed you so much. You have no idea. Like honestly, Ghana is life, or this is home. So you know, only like it was great to obviously see, like, I went to London first and had to, like, sort some things, ship my books and that.
Yeah.
See my, like, friends.
Family.
Yeah, then I flew to Lisbon to see my family.
Yeah.
It was all just, like, really busy. Like, everyone was a bit like, what, you're going to Europe for 2 weeks? But I'm like, you know, when you also have to run my business, so you don't really have time to, like, be off. Because even when I was away, I was still, you know, content creating, emailing, teaching, planning. But it was really cool because I've had this online student from Lisbon and I got to meet him face to face. So that was really cool. Like, so shout out Masama. Like, yeah, he's coming to, like, Ghana and Togo as well because he's half Togolese, so everyone will get to meet him. I just want everyone to meet each other, isn't it? Like, the best way.
Cool.
But like, so that was really cool. And then I also found out that initially he actually wanted face-to-face lessons, but because he likes the vibe so much, that's why he's doing online. So he was actually really happy to like meet. So I was like, oh, this is all really nice positives, you know. And then people in Lisbon were seeing the lesson. They were like, oh, we want to join in, like. So I'm like, okay, cool, it's coming. Don't worry, it's coming.
What language were you teaching him?
At the moment, I'm teaching him Portuguese because he's in Portugal. But when he comes to Togo, like, he speaks a bit of French already.
Where does he live?
Say again?
Where does he live?
In Lisbon.
Lisbon.
So how, like, I don't know, it's just weird that, like, you're in Portugal, but then your Portuguese teacher is not in Portugal.
Well, if the teacher is the best teacher, he will do that, right?
Yeah, I don't know, it's funny, but that's
Because
cool.
I literally just opens his laptop and then he learns for an hour and then he closes it again. So it's actually convenient too.
Nice, yeah.
But it was still cool to meet him. And
No,
stuff.
but then it says how good she also is. Did you get it?
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. No,
But yeah, so it's
a really
that
big
was like really
compliment.
eventful. So they're coming back. Like, it's taken me a couple of days for my body to. My body was like, hey, I'm tired.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to playing ball, working on Love Languages Cafe. I met with like a couple of people that like that are part of my team. Next week I'll meet like some more. So the team is expanding.
Nice.
Like, yeah, school is about to start again. So because so far, like, during the summer we're sort of like adults. You know? But yeah, so it's good being back. All like.
Nice.
Even not having the podcast on a Sunday it's weird.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
We used to like seeing each other so much.
True.
But yeah, like today, we don't have the doom.
Yeah, we said that Cubano. Yeah, Cubano is not around.
It's all
Cubano.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Cubano has also like been really busy with his
yeah,
business. 3 Year Republic.
Yeah, and
The guy's in Tamale right now.
Yes.
I wonder. I don't even know what he's doing. Bro. Probably buying some sheep or something.
Yeah, making
Yeah, to do
moves.
with business.
True. Nice.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, so that's exciting. He can tell us about that when he's back.
Yeah, when he comes back, yeah.
But yeah, this week we're going to talk about like nightlife, which we've obviously mentioned before. So if you missed out on that episode, like go back, as we mentioned like what you can do every night, and then you can like add on. Obviously we have Miss AccraEventsGH with us today. She can give us like the source of knowledge, like you know.
Yeah.
And then because we've got these beautiful goddesses with us today and empresses, we'll look at it from the female perspective as well. And then obviously you guys can tell us like the male perspective. I just have backup today, yo. It's nice. Usually I'm like on my own, so I have to stand up first. So it'd be nice to have like other people's views as well. Yeah.
What if they're not on your side though?
It's not about side. Everyone just needs to say what is true to them. And it's
because somebody somewhere is gonna relate.
No
matter what.
Yeah. True. And I feel like we're all like amazing in the unique way that we are. Like no one is like So no, not about agreeing. Just like it would be cool to get like a different queen's idea and perspective. Yeah. So straight into it, isn't it? Straight into it. Like, ladies, I don't know if you want me.
So I have a question for C, which is like, how like take you back to the beginning. Like, how was it telling your parents that you want to go out at night? You know, you want to like, what was it
be
like?
Outside, you know?
That's a funny question because, Saucy, I guess you know my parents-ish. They're not the stereotypical African parent. And I didn't really start out by asking them. I kind of, like, before, you know, Neti December has been a thing forever, and even when we were in school, we still used to go out, so it wasn't a new thing. Like when I was in high school, middle school, we used to go out to Bella Roma and all those fun places.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I went to university. I'd come back for Deti December. I'd be going out anyway, so they already know that this is my lifestyle. It was actually a lot worse back then, you know. And then whenever we go anywhere, whether it's in Ghana or it's in a different country, same dirty lifestyle with my brother.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
I went out so often and so much that it kind of became synonymous with
Made
I
sense.
was just like,
Yeah.
oh, she's always out, you should always ask her. So even when I started slowing down, I'd still open my phone to like countless messages of like, what are we doing, where are we going tonight? It's like, I don't know about you, I'm going to bed. But people didn't believe me because I was always out. So that's actually how I started Accra Events. I was just like, you know what, check this page. And when I started, I didn't even tell my friends or family that it was me. I was doing it anonymously.
Oh wow, I was
so
actually
most
going to
people
ask.
are actually just finding out that it's me
It's
because I
you.
only just started coming out.
Yo, you know, I was following. I didn't know it was her.
Yeah.
No,
exactly.
I knew you. I was
Yeah.
really
My friends,
close.
exactly.
Yeah.
Most of my friends and family had no clue it was me. It was just in a conversation with my brother, and he was like, people trust things that have faces. Accra Events is faceless, so you know. I feel like you should stop hiding so much and actually just come out and own it because you're doing a good job. And I was like,
Amazing,
fine.
and you are doing an amazing job actually.
Yeah.
So have you noticed a difference since you've like put your face out there?
It's not a positive difference.
Wait.
Not in a bad way, because
Okay.
No,
most
this is
bloggers
interesting.
are guys.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it
most
is.
bloggers are guys. So when I was anonymous, everyone thought I was a guy. Literally every last person. I'd have a meeting at an establishment. We'd say 3. I'd be there at 3, and then the person would call me. Why aren't you here? We said we're meeting at 3. There's no one here except some random lady. Where are you? And I'm just there like,
Hello, it's me.
random lady here.
Awesome.
It's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you were a guy. Every last person thought I was a guy.
Yeah.
People still do think that.
Big up you. That's like congratulations, showing them.
I
that's
try a little bit.
amazing.
So yeah, it has been a bit different. Especially since people thought I was a guy and then came to find out that I was a woman. So I saw how nice their lives are, because the respect and like the interactions were so different. It's like, oh bro, boss, I'm so sorry. Sorry, wow, you want me to do this, give you, and I'm just like, oh yeah, bro, Charlie, no cool. And then as soon as they find out I was a woman, it's not the same.
Oh really?
But
You've
it's
seen
fine.
it. You've
Yeah,
found
I've
there's a
seen-
difference.
Yeah, very stark. Like if I open the DMs and you're reading, you'll see the moment they find out that I'm a woman. It's that. It's very
that's
different.
sad.
It's very different, but it's okay.
So you feel like
It's
less
okay.
respect towards like your business?
Like, yes, in certain ways, and just how I'm treated in general.
Yeah.
I hear you. I'm
Slightly
sorry to
different.
hear that.
But honestly, it is what it is. It's
Yeah.
fine. It comes with
Yeah.
territory. Like, I'm okay with it.
But I think it's good to talk about it because I think a lot of the men that we're surrounded by, like, they're gentlemen, so they wouldn't know that happens. And I feel like
Yeah.
on the
Yo,
daily,
I know that happens.
we
Yeah.
do. Oh, okay. Because we do get treated like so differently because we're females.
Yeah, I mean,
Like-
and I do like, it's tough to be like, yo, you know, because you can't tell if a person is treating you differently because you're patty or if they're treating you differently because you're a female. And once you jump to that conclusion, it's like, where's your evidence?
Yeah.
My evidence is you didn't ask me for dinner when you thought I was a bro. But you know, you never know. So yeah, it's fine.
I hear you, but I think it's also like, just there should be no difference. Like we should be taken as seriously
Yeah.
as a man. So like, and especially that like you actually have physical proof now. Like no one knew you were a female, and now they do. So it's like first-hand backing the fact that because if that hadn't happened and we had mentioned that, a lot of guys could be like, oh, that's not true. Like that would never happen.
But on one hand, I do kind of see like having a faceless brand like this, because people would start to anticipate your movements, you know, and I'm thinking about security, you know, and
exactly.
as a female, people always anticipating your movements is kind of like,
That's actually why I was hiding from in the beginning, because I have been stalked before.
And you make such a point, because I was even messaging that to you today. Like, when you post something on your story, I'm sure that happens like everyone, but then people, like I was saying to you, like, oh, so many people are now saying, oh, that they're coming.
Exactly.
Or like people will just out of a sudden, I never post where I am at the real time. It will always be either the next day or a few days later, or even a week later, because I've literally posted where I am, and then out of a sudden people are there. And it's like, I've had to explain that that's stalkerish, because the people, like the people didn't realize. And then I'm like, no, because you didn't ask, like, would you want to see me? Are we meeting? You've just arrived, and it's an assumption that you're now entitled to my time.
No, I mean, fortunately for me, because of the platform, because it's Accra Events, people do understand that, one, I'm not going to be here for long. Two, I had an agenda before you showed up, and I'm going to keep going with the agenda.
Yeah.
So it's not like anyone's like, oh, stop what you're doing. It's just like, oh, it's time to go. Maybe I'll see you out.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but what I think now meant is that now people know where you're going to be.
That's true.
But also, I think you mentioned so many events.
Yeah, there's so many events. I mean, I'm going for a specific one, but I'm actually going to a number of them, to be fair.
Yeah.
I'm dressed for one, but I'm going for maybe 6, so it is what it is.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Exciting. I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, you want? Let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Hey,
Awesome. Hopping around.
Yeah. So I mean, and that's also the point, right? The point of Accra Events is I'm telling you to go so that you go. So it'll be very wild of me to be like, let's go here, but don't stop me. What? Yes, come, let's go.
Oh yeah, of course.
You know, because that's literally what it's for. So it does have its pros and cons, and I do like people, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
I
take it as it goes.
I hear you.
Yeah.
And then, what is like your experience of like nightlife in Ghana? Like, because you study. Where did you study? Do you mind me asking?
Where I studied?
Yeah, you said you went to university, right?
Oh yeah, no, I went to the U.S. So I grew up here my whole life, I guess. And then went to uni in the U.S.
Okay, cool.
Run around a little bit and then came back home.
Okay, so what's like your experience of like the nightlife here in comparison to US, for example?
Oh, I mean, I think the first thing that caught me off guard was when I was in the US. I used to miss the parties entirely, because I was used to Ghana and Ghana time, where we show up to things at midnight and beyond. And then in the US, they started at 9.
Yes. I experienced this. Yes, I experienced this when I was away. Literally.
You know, some places are now opening. What do you mean?
But people abroad, they don't understand that. I was trying to explain that to them, because it was the same thing. It was like, oh, let's meet at 11, get there at 12. They're like, oh, but we're about to leave. And I'm like, but wait.
So when did you pregame? What's happening?
Yeah. This generally happened.
It's true.
Why? Why so? Are you going to open the place? They don't understand. Ghanaian
it's so
mindset.
annoying.
It is.
Literally.
So that's definitely one thing that I noticed right off the bat. Also in Ghana, back in the day, them times, if you don't shut up, FM won't let you in. You know?
Hey, back in the day, today.
I don't know. They will sack you, but out there you see auntie pulling up with her sweatpants, and you know, it's like, we're entering the same place. And she's also going in there. So they don't put as much on their appearance. Some people obviously do, but in general, they're not specifically like sacking people because they're not wearing heels or something, you know.
I hear
so that's
you.
something that I also noticed. What else? Yeah, they're a lot more free about drinking everywhere, all over, everything. Waking up in bushes and stuff. They're fine with all of that. You can't really do that in Ghana.
Yeah, in London people be licking the floor when they're drunk, and that's like normal.
That's very normal, and it's not.
I've seen that happen.
Oh my days!
I've seen that happen. My family was even visiting at the time when I was at university, and I was ashamed. I picked a UK to come and study. They're licking the floor.
Because like I remember a morning we were all looking for one housemate of ours. we looked everywhere, and then someone went to throw the trash out at the back of the house, and this was her fast asleep on the lawn at the back. And it's like, you know, no fences or anything.
Oh my gosh, that's so
I mean, campus in general was really safe.
Oh, that's
Safe,
good.
yeah.
It was a very, very safe
That's
space.
awesome to hear.
But it was still, you know, and this was her, like, blacked out, cross-faded, passed out in the grass outside. I was just like, I don't know. Says, is this why you slept the whole night? And she was like, I thought I was in my room. I was really close. I was like, yo.
That was really close.
I don't know if
She was close enough.
I don't know if I can do this, but then, like, I want to say a story on, like, Cubano's behalf. Because I know if, like, he was here, he would have said this.
Okay, let's go.
Open his chapters for us.
Yeah. So this is, like, back when they were in Cuba. And then one time they go out and then, like, they get drunk. And then, like, one of like, Cubano's friends passes out. Like, yeah, like, drunk, like, yeah. And then he's also drunk, and then he thought the guy was dead.
Oh.
Yeah, when he's a doctor.
Yeah.
He's a doctor, like.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's funny because he wasn't dead, but whoa.
I'm glad he is not.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he thought the guy was dead, and that's
So the guy is crying.
So he was
Oh,
crying.
yes.
So he's crying. Cubano is crying.
No way.
That's
So tragic.
That's his friend is dead, and this was funny. Like, they're in the car, right? And then the taxi driver obviously knows that the guy is not there.
Oh my gosh. But just because he's
But
so drunk.
and he's crying. So he, like, it's like the taxi driver didn't even like mind him. It's like,
Oh
you know.
my gosh.
And then they go to the school and he's crying.
So he took this person that he thought was dead back to school.
Back to school. They took him back to school.
But he was in a boat. No, that's not. That's Cuba.
This is Cuba, yeah.
Cuba. Oh,
So
wow.
and then they get there and he's crying. His friend is dead, and
The
I
guy
can't
is.
wait for Cuba. I want to call him straight after the episode. Oh my gosh.
Yo, that's too funny.
yeah.
Wild.
Should have definitely stopped the taxi. I mean, or at least routed it to like the hospital
freak
He just
out.
was
or the
oh,
morgue.
my friend is
No,
dead.
somewhere, bro.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, the taxi driver knows, like, this guy's not dead, and he's crying like he's dead.
Yo,
Imagine being the taxi driver.
Exactly.
sorry. It's like an ad.
That is too crazy. I'm literally checking with him if he's free because I'm like, we can put him on video.
Yo, this is too
That
funny.
is a
Yeah.
crazy story. Oh my gosh.
If we get him.
I'm glad his friend is okay.
No,
After
no,
all
he was
this, man.
fine.
After all this, and we
After
still
all this,
decide to drink, man.
you know?
We deserve whatever happens,
Oh
bro.
my god.
Like,
Sometimes enjoyment really needs.
Hey.
Yeah.
that's funny,
It's
bro.
crazy. I will try, but we'll see if he's there or
Yeah.
not.
Let's see.
That is crazy.
Yeah. I knew. Yeah, he would. Yeah, he'll say this. He'll say.
Yo,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
what's,
definitely.
like, so that's my question. I hope you're finished. Like, what's like your worst nights in Ghana? Like,
Worst night in Ghana. I'm glad she's watching Netflix or something.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this literally happened like 3 days ago.
yeah,
Literally 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Where we went out, we, hop around as usual,
So when you say
giggling.
we, it's
Me and her.
Okay.
So
the
we,
two females.
yeah, and as usual, we're hopping around, having a great time, fantastic night. I'm not gonna say the name of the establishment because we sorted things out, and they also felt like it was gonna give them bad publicity because it didn't happen within their compound, even though it happened right outside. So I'm not gonna name the establishment, but basically, we'd gone out, had a great time. At the ending of the night, we're like, oh, should we go home or should we not? And then we're like, you know what, let's just slide on over here and see what's going on. So we get there. I'm driving. I drive myself everywhere. We get there. I park the car. After I'm parked, one of the street parking guys pulls up, and he's like trying to ask me to move forward and back just so that he can ask me for money. And she's like, oh, we're already done parking, so there's no need. And he's like, oh, then if we're not gonna listen to him, we should move and go and park somewhere else because this is his space where he parks his cars.
designated car park that you
On the
paid for.
road, on the Osu
Oh, yeah.
road. This is on the
Yeah.
Osu road. It's not anybody's parking lot. This is on the road.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was being sarcastic.
No,
Like,
he wasn't even being sarcastic. He was being serious. Like, move, because this is where I park my cars. So if you want, if you're saying that there's no need, then go and park somewhere else. And I've already parked. I'm not going to move to soothe your ego. So I'm just like, no, I'm not going to move. You know? So I just stayed in the car, like I'm packing my things. Then he starts banging on the window. Like,
what?
I said, move. You can't park here. This is where I park my cars. Move. And
oh my gosh.
But I don't think like somebody would do this to a guy.
Literally. And what I was trying to say was, it's like I was being sarcastic because it's not a designated car park. This is literally
the road of
the
the
road.
street of Osu.
Like street of Osu.
Yeah, like people park here all the time. I have even parked in this specific space before. So I know for facts that there's nothing wrong with this place. And I know that how I've parked is normal.
No, he's just trying to intimidate you.
So he was, when he started banging on the window, I just looked at her and we're freaking out now because someone is literally
That's
like,
fascinating.
you could break this glass.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like a light tap. It was like
Pum.
And then we're just there, frozen, looking at each other. He sees we're not really reacting. He starts pulling on the door handles.
What?
I always lock the doors. As soon as I sit down, I lock the doors.
But imagine you had. Oh my god, good thing you did.
I know.
Well
so
done.
he starts pulling on the door, aggressively pulling on all the doors to try and open, and
Always
it's not
lock your
opening.
doors.
Always lock your doors.
Always
it's
lock
not opening.
Yeah,
And
always.
then now he starts yelling through the window. If you are a woman, get down and go inside. I will slash your tires. I will break your windows. Don't you? Yeah. Oh, this happened. Like, we literally had to go to the police for this. So that's why.
Oh.
I know, we were in
Yesterday,
touch
I was
about
at
it. Like, we spoke, innit?
So yeah, he's like, if you figure, say you be a woman, get down from this car and go inside. When you come back, I will slash all your tires. I'll break your windows. And I'm freaking out. And then at this point, the Gen Z part of me or whatever kicks in, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I just pick my phone and start recording.
Good.
And that's why I had footage of it. So I start recording, and he's still there, and he's like, I don't care, record, I don't care. You will move from here today. You will not go inside. I'll never let you go inside. And I'm there, obviously feeling scared. Even recounting it right now, I'm like,
sorry.
It was so traumatizing.
Yeah.
It was not okay. So it was really scary, and I was like, I don't think I want to go inside anymore. I'm okay, Charlie. Let's just go. And she's like, we can't just leave. Because he said we should leave. And then now and while all this is happening, he yells at us for about 20 minutes. Nobody says anything.
I was just about to
ask.
I was just
also.
Isn't there people around?
There were people.
Because this is Osu, it's busy.
There were people there. No one said anything. Then eventually, after like maybe the 22nd minute, she gets pissed and she's like, I'm not gonna accept this anymore. So she starts yelling right back at him, and she starts like, it's because he's like,
you said 22 minutes.
After about 22 minutes of him yelling profanities and threatening us and
It's a very long time.
attacking and all of that. That's a long time, and nobody said anything.
And no one said anything.
The moment she started retaliating, they're like, "Oh no, you're a woman. Women don't shout."
Hey.
So she lost it.
But it's true. I've
Hulk mode
experienced that.
activated.
Yeah.
She lost it. Like, what do you mean? So she starts insulting him, and they're just like, "No, you shouldn't be shouting." Another man is like, "Oh, but you know women, that's how they are." So it's just really infuriating.
After you've just been threatened the whole time.
It was so infuriating.
I'm so sorry.
Oh no, I mean, at this point, So what happens? Then she is like, "Nah, let me get down from this car. Since he thinks he can hit us, since he's saying he can hit me, let's see him try to hit me." So she like opens the door. She gets out. She's like, "You said you can hit me now." And so she's in his face. He's there. She's like, "Hit me." He goes quiet because I guess he wasn't expecting that. And then his boys come around, so I guess he gets more vigor or energy. So he like shoulders her, and then she pushes him back. And then he goes to try and get a stone to hit her, and that's when everyone else on the road is now like, "No, stop."
Oh, it took a stone for people to come in.
It took a rock and him about to attack her for people to now be like, "No, don't do that. Oh my god." And eventually, after all of this, we moved the car. We let him win. We moved the car to a different place to park the car because, and then we go inside. But at this point, the night is ruined. I don't want to be here. We went inside for 2-3 minutes. I was like, Charlie,
I just want to be home in your bed. Yeah.
And then we get outside and the car tire has been slashed.
I'm acting like I don't know about this, but even hearing it again, everything is shocking.
And
like,
so it's just like, you know, at this point, it's like 4 a.m. I'm not even coming to fight. So I just drove to the vulcanizer after the show. He's there 24/7. He sorts me out. I get the tire fixed. I get a new tire, and then I'm off. I go. And
what
then
happened?
I put it up on my Snap because it was not okay. Usually I don't even take pictures. I don't take videos of myself.
Yeah.
Anyone who follows me on Snap knows this. But that one, so I get home and I'm just like, this isn't sitting well with me. So I put a video of it up.
Good,
and
well done.
Because it's the Accra Events account, it catches fire quickly.
Yeah.
So it gets to the owners of the establishment.
Good.
It gets to a number of different ears.
Yeah.
Good.
And they're not okay with it because one, they're like, oh, this is bad publicity for us because then people are gonna think that
Excuse
our
me.
place is unsafe, and then also, you know, you weren't really inside our place and he's not a parking guy.
Yeah.
He's on the street.
No,
so
but
it's not good.
how
So
far
they're
away?
not
How
worried
far
about their
away?
safety or how she feels.
But
No,
they're
but
not
then-
worried about
it didn't
your
happen
safety.
in their compound. It didn't happen within their compound. It happened on the road in front of their compound.
But it's not about that. No one's thinking how you feel, what you've gone through. They're not being empathetic. The problem is now that it's bad publicity.
I mean, but they were also still helpful nonetheless, you know, despite, because I understand that, you know, it's like if something happens outside of here. I wasn't
No, but then
in
it's
the
like
house.
but it's like what you said. You see, when she's like, I like people, and it's like that part of you. That's why you're behaving
I
like
know.
that.
Yeah.
I
You're being
know.
kind.
It's
Yeah,
terrible.
Because
being
even like
kind and
continue
generous.
telling them like what happened.
I know. But yeah, so I put it up. The owners found out and they were not amused. But fortunately, because I had pulled my phone out during the incident,
Yeah.
his face was live there. Him still threatening like, yo, you, if you like, leave.
Yeah.
So the video is there. They take that, they save it, they pick him up like
Mhm.
almost immediately.
Yeah.
The police, you know, take him with them.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah, all of that. So that's what I mean by it was really swift. Like between when I put the video up and then just went to bed, took a nap, woke up, it was done. They were like, yeah, that's what I mean. Like they were pretty swift about it because it wasn't okay. They saw the video, they're like, yo, this is not cool at all.
Yeah.
And so he had been taken to the headquarters.
Nice.
They invited me back again to like kind of, you know, we don't want you to have such a bad taste in your mouth about our space because this is not, you know, this is not the experience we wanted you to have. So then I went back, you know, it was good, it was lit, I had a great time.
So brave of her.
Yeah.
I'm so bad.
Yeah.
Anyone else would have spent a week in
Yeah.
bed
I was
crying.
frightened, I'm not gonna
She
lie.
goes back to the same place. So
The very next day I was frightened. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
I'm
I was like,
sorry.
oh my god, am I really doing this? But
Yeah.
it was
So
okay.
brave.
It was okay. Because at this point now they were
Nice.
actually like looking out to make sure that something like that doesn't happen again.
Okay, good.
And yeah, then straight from there I went to the police station because the police were there as well. They showed up as well. When I went back just to be sure that everything will be okay, everything will be
Oh,
fine.
that's good.
Yeah.
And then I think they picked up other people as well on the street because the day before someone had stolen someone's gold chain. Just so
And
they
what's
just picked up
happening?
a
Like
whole
it's like
bunch
these
of
things.
people.
It's like it's happening. It's happening a lot outside these days.
Yeah, but
happening
it's
a
because
lot.
there's
It
a whole
happens.
bunch of
It
street
happens.
People,
Yeah.
street people who park, and it's like I understand because that's their livelihood. They also need to eat. But
No,
you don't
but-
need to act like I owe you money.
Yeah.
You can't be so
Of course.
aggressive.
Yeah.
But it's not even owing, like literally threatening you, like
Yeah, that
hurting
was
you
bad, though.
emotionally, like.
That was really bad.
And you know what? Like, what I back what Kwame says. Like, you're such a good person and you're so kind, right?
Yeah.
That you end up making excuses for them, like.
Talk about it.
And that's also like a thing that happens, I think, a lot in Ghana. Like, women do get told to be quiet, not speak up.
Yeah.
If something bad happens, it's sort of like your fault. And then you're not meant to talk about it because you are being very kind to them. They should not
But to be
they are
fair,
concerned. No.
Don't say to be fair.
No, it's not, Han. Because they should.
Oh, you're so
No, no,
generous. No. Okay,
No,
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 but
but
that it makes
we're not
sense.
talking
No,
about that.
but not yeah.
But the issue was that their premises are being badmouthed. The issue is that you got pestered, hurt emotionally, physically, mentally,
Yeah.
spiritually, all of that. That's going to have an impact on you. then they're not thinking the next day you're coming back to the same place.
But then, to be fair, like I feel like they did like everything they could have done. Like what else were they supposed to do? You know.
She's at Accra Events. She put on her story and everyone saw it. Would they have done the same thing if she hadn't?
I mean, I guess we'll never know.
We will never know. That is very true. And I like to believe in the good in people, but what I'm trying to say is all of this is happening. No one's helping.
I mean,
it's being put to light. The problem is that a name has been mentioned. You know, the problem is like 2 females have been like threatened and hurt, isn't it? And I'm really sorry. We're all really sorry to hear that.
But what place is it?
Hey.
They didn't come off badly. They came off very well in the story. But it's all good.
They did come out very well, didn't they? So yeah, we went to the station. We gave our written statement. The guy actually, when we got there, before we got there, he had told the police. The story will be funny for me forever. He told the police that he was just minding his business, and we got down and beat him.
That's what he said. No.
No, that's actually what he told them. That's what he told them.
This is the cherry on top of the
They
cake.
had seen the video, so 1, they knew it was a lie.
Yeah.
And 2, when we got there, he changed his story.
And
It's like,
and what did he say?
I was saying that where you've parked, you know good, so come forward small.
Hey.
Come forward small.
Yeah.
Come forward small.
And I was like, is that really what happened? He's like, yeah, but, and then she started shouting. I'm like, no, but is that what happened? Is that really what happened? And he's like, no, but she said like what I'm doing, like, need. And then, and I'm like, so what happened? You tell me what happened.
Charlie.
And he was like, yeah, I said come for a small. And then she was shouting, and then she got down and beat me. And I was like, I'm sitting here. He's like, okay, no, that's not really what happened. But like,
not quite.
Yeah, but I'm like, but you even standing here lying about it means you've not repented.
You don't regret.
Serious.
But yeah, so I mean, I kind of let it go. But yeah, she hasn't let it go. She's like, I'm angry.
No, I understand. And you're allowed to be. Please. You're making a lot. You're very kind. You're making a lot
No,
of
you
excuses
are.
for them.
Like, you
Wait,
are.
for who?
For
who?
everyone.
Excuse.
Nah, she's not making an excuse for the guy. But like, I feel like you're also trying to like. It's like you're putting like the guy's behavior on the police. I don't even know what police it is.
No, I'm not.
They didn't do
No,
anything.
but this guy, like, that's crazy.
Yeah,
what
but
he's doing to her.
that's like
did
one
that.
crazy
He
guy.
did that.
Yeah.
Street guy.
They didn't do anything.
No, 100%. I hear you.
So that's why I feel like they tried. They did capture him like immediately.
Yeah, dude, that's true.
Deal with him.
That's
That's
surprising,
true.
actually.
That's true.
That was surprising for me as well. I was like, wow.
You don't buy
That is
it.
amazing. And also that the police came and stuff, but...
Yeah, and the police came
But-
and grabbed like 6 or 7 of them. And stuff. You don't buy it?
I'm sorry, I'm not.
Yeah, please say it.
Yeah, please say it.
These hooligans.
Yeah.
And
She started.
these hooligans have been literally standing in front of Ace for how long?
Aye, Abdul.
Sorry.
Make a
no
note.
problem.
In front of clubs, all the nightlife clubs. You get there and they want to pack you, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
All of the clubs, from garage to wherever.
Yeah.
Mention everybody's name.
Yeah.
From back, garage, Alibar, everywhere. They are all standing there, and these establishments do nothing about it.
Yeah.
Are you waiting for somebody to get hurt before you realize that outside your wall there's a whole
100%.
flood? Because my intention was coming to Ace, mine or garage or front back or alley. That was
Yeah.
my intention. I got up, dressed up, knowing that I'm going to this place to feel safe.
Yeah.
You don't provide parking spaces. You don't do anything to protect us. I step out, and just because I'm not a guy, I have to worry
Yeah.
about giving
Yeah.
money to somebody who doesn't necessarily work into my pocket.
Yeah.
Why the hell would I want to go out? Then girls cannot go out on their own. We would all want to depend on guys to take us
Guys.
out. So what's the whole
That
No,
makes
that's
sense.
that's true. That's
What's the
very,
point of
very,
anything?
very true.
And then I
And
step
she's
out.
still mad about it.
No,
Yeah.
I'll be mad
No,
at
she
her.
should be.
The thing is that
Yeah.
I
it's
think
not
she
just
should
the
be.
fact that it happened to me, just the fact that I will go to bed because we promote events
Yeah.
all the time. Me telling a girl that, oh, you should go
Yeah,
to
go
this
back to
club,
that
but
same place.
why
Ah,
should she trust
I
my
feel you.
credibility
That's
if
true.
I am
I
not
feel
going
you.
to
That's
make
true.
sure that I do everything possible to
Yeah.
protect it? Then what's the whole
Make a
point?
That's
change,
true.
you know, I
Exactly.
like
So
that.
I'm like,
Literally.
whatever club it was that this incident happened
Mm-hmm.
with, it's happening with other people.
Yeah.
I have to give it to them as a thank you. They are not entitled to it. Because technically they're supposed to be looking for jobs, not standing there under somebody's establishment parking me. How about park the car? If I live in the middle of the road, it's none of your business. But don't threaten me. If somebody parked me and asked for nothing, I'll be more entitled to give him like a 50 cedi or something.
Yeah,
That's the goodness of my heart. So Ghanaians are kind to me.
Definitely.
Do not
harass
me for money.
And stone and
That's true.
But you know what it is, like you were saying, I was blaming the institution, but actually
that's true. That's
but you know
fair.
when like it's literally like you dust off your hand. It's like the government, like dust off your hand on people that are struggling. And here it's like
that's true. I can't disagree.
And then as well, like as females, like I want to like ask now as well, but like as females, like already our whole experience is different because of the way we like of our bodies. You guys are stronger, and the whole nightlife is a fully different experience. And then you as well, like because you are in the limelight, you know, like you were saying, you will suggest to go somewhere, you can't guarantee someone's safety either.
Yeah, that's true.
But for them now to say, oh, we got bad mouthed, so you shouldn't be warning people. Because normally, I don't want to be rude, but the police, all they do is stop us and search us and they want money. They don't really do anything for our protection. We were on the motorway one time with two punctured tires, and then the police came, and instead of helping two women, we were literally about to go out at midnight because that's the time everyone goes out. Bad roads, once again the government not caring. The tires like are punctured. We're on the side of the road, dressed where we are, like, you know, like cute outfit. They literally came and shouted at us for stopping where we stopped because it's so dangerous, because armed robbers come there, shouted, and then left us. They didn't help us. They just told us off for having stopped there. We were like, we literally explained the situation. The tires are punctured, they can see it. We really struggled that night to get tires as well.
I think also what he explained his intention was to shout, to show them that police are present and like to make noise, but they were too scared to actually stay and assist us until we fix our problem.
Because that was so dangerous. And we were struggling to get a tire, like we didn't have to call Ubers and Bolts, and they didn't care. And then that's what I was saying. Accra events, you got a lot of exposure. They come to help straight away. We're so happy that happened. But up until that point, you should not have been going through any of this for 1 second of your life. Kwame started straight away by saying that wouldn't have happened to a man. So why are you being treated differently? Why is no one helping? Now you're just being held when you're speaking. Oh no, they do, but now,
not to this
now they're
extent.
expecting you to be like, oh, let's not talk about it.
Yeah.
Now they're saying, let's not talk about it because it's going to put us in bad limelight, but then the other females will not be warned. It can continue, because then, like in a lot of countries they do this, by the way. In Portugal, even if you just go to the beach, someone will park you. Like someone's always parking you. And drinking is different abroad, so a lot of the time they're drunk as well. Yeah. But it shouldn't happen. People should have supported. We need to.
No, but you think that guy was sober? Why do you think he was sober?
I'm not saying he was.
Who?
Yeah, but I'm saying like.
I was just talking about my experience about abroad. It happened.
Yeah.
Oh no, he was definitely sober. And
Why
then
do you think
he also
so?
said he didn't do the tire. Somebody else did. But yeah.
No, he's lying. No, but this guy is lying. We know that already.
Technically, he's probably a prophet. He speaks and tires deflate.
Yeah.
She's pissed.
We're really sorry this happened.
That is on some K2 or something, bro.
I mean, up until so I mean, otherwise in general, my experiences outside have been pretty chill. Like, so up until that, you asked my worst experience. That was it. Far. By absolutely far.
It became very dark. You know, I was actually asking about like you were just getting messed up. And like waking up somewhere, but you know, no, but it's all good.
You need to speak about those things because the worst for someone, like the guys might think the worst would be a drinking thing, but no, it's safety. It's actually just safety.
Yeah, but so what do you do? What do you tell people to do now?
What do I tell people to do? I mean, right now, the one regret I have is that the moment he started, I didn't have my phone. I actually always even have a dashboard camera. Yeah. And I hadn't plugged it in.
Yeah.
It's always the way. Don't worry. Yeah. Like with insurance, the people, it's always when you don't have it. Don't worry.
I'm saying, but so my thing is when something starts escalating, or no, it doesn't even need to start escalating.
Just grab your phone.
Just grab your phone.
Yeah.
Just grab your phone. Yeah. Because I feel like 80% of people will stop being ridiculous. but 80% of people will start being mad when you do that.
Yeah.
I hear that, but one time the police was like annoying me for no reason.
Yeah.
Like I literally was actually like leaving Tema to go to Accra basketball, so I literally just have like a basketball bag with all my stuff, and then I'm the only person that gets stopped and searched, and then the guy is literally like really looking for something. I'm like, I don't know what you're looking for, and I got my phone out to record him as well, and he literally, this is the police, he literally went, if you don't put your phone away, I'm gonna take it and smash it. The police said that to me, and then he literally made me delete it. Like, he literally intimidated, and obviously they have the AK-47s and all of that. They're not gonna
like,
he literally said like, I'm gonna smash it.
It's perfect example. You just want to say this wouldn't happen to a guy.
Yeah.
It does though. I feel
Let me tell, like,
when
I'll
it's the
try and be
police, it
quick.
does.
It's not nightlife, so I shouldn't
won't
say
let
this
that.
story.
Me,
Go
I
on, it
won't let
doesn't have
that.
to be.
Never.
I was going to Kumasi one time.
Yeah.
I got pulled, like, VIP. Me and my friend, the two of us who had dreads,
Yeah.
we got pulled down from.
Just because of
Always
that.
dress.
Just because
Always
of
just
that.
Let me
dress
finish.
straight
Let
away.
me
Yeah.
finish.
No, no.
Let me
Yeah.
finish.
Yeah, finish.
So I'm like, they're checking my bags. Me
Yeah.
too. I'm like, that time I came from Upti fresh after school.
Yeah.
Like, let me just film them. They smashed my phone and they locked me out, bro. I slept in Sawa.
Sorry.
So, like, it does happen, bro.
Of course it happens.
No, but then-
You guys
Is that
get
your
pestered.
first incident like that? Like as serious?
What do you
'Cause
mean?
that
With the
escalated.
police?
You know,
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
you
yeah,
slept
bro.
in Sawam.
Yeah, like,
Why?
that's my worst, like, you know, police thing. But, yeah.
From literally just
But
driving
because I was
jets.
filming them.
No
For
me.
reference,
You were filming
No
it.
me.
Yeah.
Patty, for reference,
So,
No,
Sawam
me.
is
like,
like Ghana's
That's
worst
I swear.
No
prison.
me.
Huh?
It's Ghana's
Like,
worst
what
prison.
go happen?
Me and my
go
friend,
happen.
both of
No
us,
me,
bro.
Yeah.
And, like, it was
For
3 of us.
taking out a
But then
phone,
one of the guys didn't have
you
dreads,
put
so they
a
didn't call
young
him.
person in.
Wow.
Yeah, so,
Anyway, the
What?
profiling in this country is
Yeah, yeah.
Literally, and this is someone who's meant to keep you safe because you got your phone out.
yeah.
profiling in this country is wild.
Sorry.
It happens.
So, yeah.
Yes, that's the thing. It's like the stereotype.
Yeah, it's a judging.
Yeah.
Like if you have a certain car, if you dress
Yeah.
a certain way, if you look a certain way, like.
Yeah, that's
It's
what I was
that.
saying about the buttons. I feel the differences, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You don't like them to treat you nicely. You want problems.
When I need
Always.
it. When I need it.
Oh, Charlie.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, what
Yeah.
about you? Like, what is your experience of like nightlife in general, and then nightlife as a female?
Well, my introduction to nightlife in Ghana was, mostly with family members or neighbors that I know very well. So I always felt very safe, actually. But I do feel like they do need to like clean up the youth that hang around and like help you park cars, because a lot of them are junkies. That's the facts. And like something needs to be done about that, because it's not safe. And it's almost like they're predators. They're always looking for an opportunity to find you in a weak moment. And in the nighttime you're trying to have fun. You don't have to be that alert. I mean, we should be alert, but it shouldn't always be such a daunting experience in those terms. But I genuinely do feel safe when I go out. So yeah, like other countries actually don't have this kind of privilege. So I'm not gonna bash it. It's been But as a female, yes, I do also notice. Like I it's frustrating when nobody steps in. I think as a female, that's the most frustrating. Yeah.
Empathy.
That's the
Help.
thing. I actually have pepper spray all the time. I just have not used it. And she's like, you should have used it.
Yeah, you should have used it.
Oh, that's smart.
Everybody's gonna get it.
But she's
Yo.
a baller person.
Yeah, I'll be
No,
scared
it's
to
not
do that,
that.
honestly.
It's when you
I'll be
have
scared to do
people
that.
abusing women around you, the women around you empower you to stand up for yourself.
That's fair.
Mm.
Do you understand? Like, I grew up La Paz, those places. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but usually, if a guy messes with you, give him the chance to come back to his senses. But if he doesn't after a few moments, from where I come from, you are allowed to give a dirty slap and wait for the rest. And that was the funny thing. When it was happening to her, both of us in the car, I gave him like 20 minutes because I was counting seconds in my mind. Heavenly Father, you know me, you know my heart, how dark it can be. Please let me. And he did it. And the funny part is, men were passing, and that's what the got her so angry. Men were passing. Nobody said anything.
Yeah.
As soon as I stepped out of the car and I stepped to the guy's face, like I was close to his face. Everybody's like, women don't behave like that. Like, I'm sorry, I don't know. I mean, women you've been meeting, but some of us we defend ourselves. And I'm not saying I'm the strongest person, but my mom made sure that I know what to do in a situation. I know how to defend myself and my friends. She is kind. She wouldn't. Please, I'm a violence girl, woman. We don't go like that. We'll do what we gotta do when we gotta do it. You don't step to me. You don't. If you're a guy, you don't act the way you act.
Of course.
Because you think that a woman will be like, oh, I won't touch you. Me, I will deal with you. I'm on a basketball court. I will teach you a lesson. If we're out, it's the same thing. So usually, my friends feel protected around me. Like, if Marissa today, you are dead. And that's cool. Women shouldn't be made to feel like they cannot defend themselves because women are supposed to act a certain way. I believe be a lady, but when somebody is, it's also a woman's matriarchy to teach people common sense.
Definitely.
So I
but
teach you common sense.
Be what you want to be. Be what you want to be. Yeah.
No, that's why I brought these. Like my dad gave me this.
What?
It's Mitch and Goro. He says if you feel like someone has spiked your drink, I know, right? He literally went all the way. Then just take one of these and chew it.
What does it taste like?
I don't know, cause no one.
Can I? No, not have one. No.
Just one.
No, feel. No.
It's for emergency.
No. Don't even like take it out.
It look like cola.
No, in the bag.
Cola. It looks like it. It looks like it. What's it called again?
He said Mitch and Goro, so I don't know.
But can I take one? Or no?
And that is what?
It's for emergencies.
You don't need all of them.
Hey, do you know how
just
many
one.
drinks?
We'll share one.
Even now
How many drinks are you taking?
Tasers in traffic.
Hey.
Wait, tasers.
They sell tasers in traffic. I don't
Yeah.
know if it's legal
I
or
wanted
not.
to get one as well.
But
I want to get
now
one of those
in
as well.
the job traffic.
Oh yeah.
Oh, please, let me see one.
Oh, you have to get close.
I think I need that.
I need one of
I
those.
need one.
I need that. I need the taser. Yeah, I'm about to stock up.
Yeah, but they sell tasers
on my
in
thigh.
traffic, and I don't know if it's legal or not in Ghana, but they sell tasers.
I feel like everything is legal unless the wrong person catches it.
Yeah.
But you see, that's the root of the
street
problem.
rules
It's
all the
like
time.
here we have a culture of
everything is legal.
everything. That's why
I
like
didn't say I
they can't
agree
really
with
do stuff about the people outside the club. Like it's just Ghana. Like everything. I don't know. It's just how.
No, like
Yeah.
it's like no accountability. So everybody does exactly what they want to do.
Accountability.
Yeah.
Everybody just.
Because I mean,
does
I'm pretty sure like the clubs would be happy if like they could get rid of those people. But like,
I believe.
yeah.
They can.
But the thing is
How?
also,
But, okay,
honestly, can we also be real? Some of them are actually useful. Because people
oh,
are
that's
very,
true.
like, your drunk people, and just people in general can be very inconsiderate. Like she said, I can park in the middle of the road, it's not your business. And someone will, because
Yeah.
it's convenient. I don't want to have to go all the way.
Yeah, but then.
So they can be useful, and some of them are useful.
Yeah.
It's just, the
No,
aggression
obviously.
and stuff. Because it's needed, especially Osu roads are so narrow. Two people have double parks.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Yeah.
I
needed.
mean, there's always
It's
bad
necessary.
people everywhere in whatever world, do you know what I mean? But what it is there are people who should be looking after each other and safety. Like,
I agree.
you two being attacked,
Yeah.
first of all, someone from the institution, there should be security outside. I don't know where they were.
Yeah.
Then the past buyers, it's really, like, I think every country has its pros and cons, obviously.
Yeah.
Ghana is one of the safest countries. Like, literally safest.
it is.
People here are so kind. Everything,
Yeah.
like,
I think the people
you
who.
can actually move around as a female, feeling
Yeah.
okay.
In general, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like in London, I would not feel okay being out at night by myself at all because people have, like, when that sort of thing comes into play, like that, and then knives in the US, like arms, guns, like that's when it becomes tricky. Like in London, I would actually be scared. Like, we have to run. Does that
That's
make
what I was
sense?
gonna say with like
That's what I was
with like me pepper spray and stuff. Like once you start engaging someone, then like something like pepper spray is for me is even more dangerous because like now you just anger the guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
that's
make
what
them
I was
agitated.
thinking.
You know, like
We make
he
him
wasn't gonna
agitated.
stab me. Now
May-
he's like, oh,
it might wo-
The
it
fact
might
that we
work.
have to even think about this is
it might
ridiculous.
work, but if it doesn't
No,
work,
no,
then
it's
what do
true.
you do?
No, I'm saying, like, people
That's
should not.
true.
Especially
That's
if you
so
can't
true. That's so
distance
true.
yourself from the person quick enough. Like how you went
Now
to
I'm
park
gonna
somewhere
No, but then
else,
the
and
phone-
then
Spray
spray
through my bag
Spray
for
around.
stuff.
Yeah.
Hey.
But you know what the problem is? Like here, like although it's so safe, it's more like literally the respect towards women, and somehow the lack of respect leads to lack of safety.
Yeah.
Like when we move around at night, like it literally stops me from going out at night a lot of the time because I'm
You
like,
mentioned,
I've mentioned it to you. Like I don't feel like getting bugged by the police. Like they literally have no reason to search us. And even if you do, there's a way to go around it.
Yes.
But like literally, my
100%.
things have like, you know, especially by Sun
100%.
City, isn't it? Like, you know, Labadi, Sun City.
Yeah, that's
Those
it.
police, like that police, like I've come from like basketball, you know, like playing for like reformers. Literally, it's always basketball and like love languages cafe bag, right?
Yeah.
This is what more. It was more before I moved.
Yeah.
And then literally all my stuff be on the floor because when they were searching, they weren't paying attention. So it happened to be my makeup bag and all my brushes on the floor. And that's just okay because we are meant to just suck it up. Like, and even what you were saying
If
about
I
being a
tell
business.
you
But-
my worst experience with a police officer was near there, but like they had pitched at Nyanaba, they had pitched their thingy, and he searches the car, everything is in order. I have my fire extinguisher, I have a first aid kit, I have everything, I have my license.
Nice.
And then he asks me to get down from the car. I'm like, why? He's like, get down. I get down. Then he's like, turn around for me. And I'm like,
What?
does
No.
Tell
You see,
me.
that's
No,
me. I don't
no,
allow this,
that
but I don't allow this.
And it was just me in the car.
That's
And he was
I
with
never.
a female officer. She said nothing. Zero. She didn't even react. She was just like, but he's asking you to tell. I'm like,
I
are you joking? This has
will not
nothing to
do-
do with your
But
job.
bro, like honestly,
No, I
this,
promise you,
but-
this thing
Nah,
just
this is
happened to me.
ridiculous.
It happens to me
Yeah.
all the time. I don't. I tell you, but if see you catch me
What do you
doing.
mean what happens to you all the time? 'Cause
That's what I'm
people
saying.
don't know.
Okay, so let's say you there was this turn, you're not supposed to make a turn like that, and then you stop me. You know, things like that. You are holding your phone, and then he stops you. You stop me. Cool. Where's your license? I always I don't give it out. I really don't give it out. I really don't give it out because there's this. You may be asked by the policeman to provide it after 24 hours to him or even to somebody else. So I always go like,
My dad
I don't
always
have
said,
it. I
you don't
always go
stop.
like,
You
I always
to
go
the
like I
next
don't have
police
it.
station.
I always
don't
go like
stop.
I don't have it, and then it angers them, right? It angers them, and then you come to sit down because like I've caught you. No, you're not sitting in my car. Anyhow, you want to get to the station, follow me. I'm ready. Let's go. Never let anybody sit in your car to drive anywhere because they are not supposed to.
course.
They're supposed to
And you're not
usher you
safe.
to.
You're
You
literally
see,
in the
sometimes
closed
it's like we
space.
don't know. Because I never allow. I will do anything at all to make it.
bro. But you're
It's
kind of
easier-
lucky.
it's easier
I'm
said
telling
than
you.
done.
I
It's
promise.
easier
No,
said
but
than
I.
done.
That's what I'm saying. I do this, and we go to the station, and what sometimes it's like it goes
much
to
easier
all
said
the
than
extremes.
done.
I promise you, because sometimes it's like it's ridiculous.
But I'm telling you, as a woman, my dad always said, you don't have to stop. You just drive to the next police station and then you say, someone wants to stop me there and then. Because as well, like, people pretend to be
Yeah.
the police, isn't it? They still like they have their own uniforms, they have all of this.
Yeah.
And then you don't know someone's intentions because in Ghana, most of the time, towards
a normal
men
person,
and women,
yeah.
it's bad intentions.
No, yeah, but
they
then I
just want
can-
money. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? So yeah, you don't have to stop. You continue driving.
Honestly,
I can tell
sorry
it's
that you
different.
have
I can
to
tell.
say
It's,
for me, for police, I think it's way better for women. Honestly, like me, honestly, I get
Because of the
mistaken for a
dress.
woman a lot, and I'm always better for it. Like most of the time, if I haven't shaved, I try and like hide my beard. Like if I'm approaching police, because they always mistake me for a woman, and they always like it's once you see I'm a man,
That's the thing.
it's done.
To be fair, like when they've not stopped you, or when I do believe that most of them, apart from this really perverted one, most of them are chill. Like they see a
Yeah.
woman, it's just like you're not who we're looking for, and they let you go.
Yeah.
So that one I agree. I feel like
Yeah, and I
it's
feel
definitely
like
better
it's
for
part
women.
of the respect thing. They might think like they'll get more from a man, so
Yeah.
they'll just go like, yeah.
That's fine. I'm
I
okay
think
with
in
that.
every situation there's obviously always pros and cons, but I mean I've gotten stopped a lot of the time where they would literally
No,
just
that's
put
not
their torch
because
and be
you're a
like,
woman. It's because you're not from
just
here.
wanna
it's
check
because
out
you're
your
not from
tattoos.
here.
Yeah, it's not-
Yours is
it's
yours
not-
is because you're not from
Yeah,
here.
it's not a woman
But then
thing.
they're like, oh, we want to check out your tattoos. That's all I wanted.
Yeah.
And literally flashlights. And you don't know when you're out, you're not wearing like short outfits. You're
Yeah.
like, it's just, I see what you're
Yeah.
saying. You get away with it, but it still doesn't make us feel good about ourselves. Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
Yeah.
I should not be stopped and then flashlighted and then just been like, oh, I was just
We're
checking
just
out your
looking at you
tattoos.
and
Are you
stuff.
single? Yo, you're enforcing the law. You are
That
meant to be
one.
looking after my
That
safety.
one.
Yeah.
Can I,
One.
like,
That one. That one.
Yeah, I mean.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it's true. You saying it, like, anytime I hear it, it's just like, that's them playing. But that's true, though.
But they're literally
But then-
like
but then
enforcing. It's
the
not
thing is-
professional. It's not right.
Saying that.
But honestly, I think it's like it's a people thing. Like the way one question I'm asking myself is like, am I like that? Like, do I profile? Do I like no? Because
Like
these
in
are
general.
like people issues. That's like whoever, like the perverted policeman, for example. That is who he is, and then he projected it on you negatively. Do you get it? So it's like it's a people thing. The society is the people. If the society is bad, the people is terrible inside.
Yeah.
And Ghana is at that point right now. Do you get it? So it's like so am I going to check the things? Am I going to be more self-aware about some of the things that I do to, like, let's say, okay, no, that wasn't
Being
cool.
accountable.
Do you get
Yeah, I
it?
hear
For
you.
your own self, and then maybe, it can spread.
But the truth is, like you guys already said, there's very little accountability
Yeah.
in almost all crevices of this
Yeah.
nation and economy. If you don't hold yourself accountable, there's a very low chance that anyone else is going to hold you accountable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to know
But
how
I think
to
it's
move.
getting away with things that you were mentioning because
Yeah.
people get away with things here.
Yeah.
Like the police gets away, like the government already gets away with doing nothing. Then the police gets away with treating us the way they want. So then now if they get away treating females a certain way,
Yeah.
or men, or like having
happen.
arms,
Yeah.
like having
Yeah.
like, then it's just gonna get worse because like you said, the people make it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I just feel like if someone said like the institutions, okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna look after the people outside.
But
Do
it
you know what I
doesn't
mean?
work.
And the people are gonna look after
It
each
can't
other.
work.
Here comes the man who says we
No,
need
it's
a
the
wall.
truth.
Too
No, but
sorry.
like, okay, so
Can you
like
go on?
the police are not there to protect us. It's how like in the US, like there's this thing like where they're like, it's supposed to be like racism is by design. The police were made here to like protect colonial masters. So
To do what,
to
sorry?
protect colonial masters. So like it's ingrained, like that's why they treat like the people so harshly,
No,
But that's
then,
what they're
but
supposed
then,
to
But
do.
then it's also because the people also don't know. Most of the times we don't know like what we are not supposed to
rights.
do around the police. It's just that. It's just that. That's what to me. Sometimes I invest time to know. Do you get it? Because when you stop me, and they will all the time, I know what to do or what not, what to say, what to have, what not to, and you are not supposed
Yeah,
to do
but you're
something.
assuming like you're meeting a reasonable person.
Yeah,
bro.
you're
Like that's what I'm
assuming
saying.
you're
What if you're
meeting someone
unlucky
who
and you
knows
meet
their job.
someone who is just like,
Yeah.
But some of them also
because they
don't
will
know their
abuse you
Like
and
they
get
know
away
how
with
to
it.
talk to you because I have to say sometimes like it's just not how you speak to someone, and a lot of the time I find myself saying you wouldn't speak like that to a man,
Yeah.
and that's
That
in
makes them
whatever
even more-
situation.
Makes them even more angry, girl.
That's in any situation.
It's true,
Be
but-
it just to a guy like on social media where like, like on our Instagram, everyone thinks that I'm in charge of it, right? So then Cubano gets annoyed because he's like, all these guys will be getting in touch because they want to hit on you. And it's a similar thing that what you were saying. If it's a female, you get different. Then as well, business, like it shouldn't be like huggy or I take you out. We're here to talk business. Do you know what I mean? And then when we're out, again, we should be able to enjoy ourselves without thinking. Like, it's always what we wear. That's the problem. In whatever country around the world, like, it's always, if the woman hadn't worn that, if the woman hadn't said this, like, and I think until we stop that, then the problem is just going to get worse.
Yeah.
Like, it's just
It's a
actually
self-thing.
realizing that we're all being
Yo,
treated the same.
everyone should just get guns.
Oh no. Literally creating
That
the
is
US
a
in every
very
country.
bad
That's a
idea.
terrible idea.
For me, a gun, no.
That's
No,
a terrible idea.
don't get guns.
Horrible.
We do not promote
No.
violence.
I disagree. No, look what's happening in the US. If
Yeah.
you take away the
No.
guns, it's still unstable people, but unstable people without guns. So
Yes.
you're fine.
Alright.
And Ghana is
The police
To
have
mass
guns.
killing people.
To give more people the feeling of jurisdiction that they can take
Yeah,
your life.
no,
You know,
Yeah.
because gun is such a coward weapon.
Yeah.
You
Yo,
can be here,
you guys-
somebody's there, and
I
just
don't know.
take
The
their
issue
life.
with guns is the mental health
People-
behind the person using the gun.
Okay.
It's not the actual gun.
So-
a lot of people are.
I mean, where I work, like every this guy Kaswa, like they shoot people all the time. Police, like people who don't have guns. Yeah,
like
one thing that you know in Ghana,
So what needs to
yeah.
happen is take away the guns, not give more people guns.
A gun, 100%.
Yeah.
That's why women should be in charge of the world. There literally
I
would
don't
be
say
world peace.
Yeah.
We
I
would
don't know
discuss
about that.
things, use our emotions and our brains to work things out. It
said
would
you-
solve every problem.
She said she doesn't know about that.
Actually, like that's what my master's degree was about. It was about
Women
putting
being in
women in
charge?
positions of
To be,
leadership.
we can't act like. I mean, again, I do agree that there should be more women in positions of leadership, but just as there are crazy men, there are crazy women.
Oh, definitely.
That's
Yeah,
like,
but
men
I
making
think
some
women
bad
are
decisions, or women making some bad decisions. Like
Yeah.
there's also not all, just because we're level-headed doesn't mean all
Yeah.
women are level-headed.
Yeah.
Because we
That's
all know,
true.
we've all heard a story and we've been like, she did that. Oh.
Yeah.
We've always been conclusion of,
Like,
Oh,
I
you
mean,
know.
Yeah.
I would say the nurturing nature of women, men don't
That's fair.
necessarily have that. And the nurturing nature will make sure that people are being taken care of, you know? Whereas for men, it's like how to appear like they
I
are
feel like-
taken care of, you know,
But don't
rather
you think
than.
that's socialization and not specific? That's what they're grown up being taught. Like you're grown up, you're supposed to be a dominant guy. I don't know if that's intrinsic or if that's you're born as a woman, so therefore you're nurturing. I feel like you're taught that as a kid. As a woman, you're supposed to take care of the man. As a woman, you're supposed to learn to cook. I feel like that's socialization, and it's not that. So basically, men can be taught that as well. They're just not, because when they're born, they're taught to be men. They're taught to be aggressive. They're taught to be wroth. They're taught to be. So I feel like that's socialization and not gender. But that's just my
That's
opinion.
interesting.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, women bear life. And because they bear life,
Men
there's
bear
already,
life.
like, we're more maternal.
Had this talk.
Oh, I've
No, but
there
then
are
you're-
women who
we're
are
more
not
maternal.
there are women who
Yeah.
are not maternal.
And also,
Yeah.
no, I'm not saying that there aren't, but if we look at, like, women bear life, so it's,
Yeah, that's
what now is, like, meant, I think, was that we are more driven by our emotions. Not every woman again, but we are. And then men have more ego. That's why they fight more. Like, if you put a whole of the male dogs together, they were gonna end up fighting.
No,
and then
that's
with
not
you-
true. Female dogs fight more.
Oh, is it? Okay, then it's just men. Then it's just men, because you guys fight more than women. Like, literally, if you, like, once guys start drinking, that's when fights get involved. Like, your
True.
egos are very big.
But then
right?
men forget
And
easily
that's
as
why
well.
wars happen, because people
Yeah.
want more power, people
Yeah.
want more money, people want more space. Whereas
And
women, we
that's
would
what
be
that's what
like,
I was asking.
we could
Don't you think
divide.
that's the socialization, because we teach men that your worth is tied into how much money and how much power you have. So
It
you need
is
to fight for
definitely
that.
socialization, but it's how we group people. You know, it's how we form society. So like that's why we see it as like a gender norm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and
basically, it's just undoing that and unlearning that, and then we can make some steps. We can make
Yeah.
some strides. Because I don't think men are just born like you see the kid and the kid is like, yeah, I want world domination. I want to be the best person ever. I feel like it's more, you know, as you're growing, it's like, oh, you should have been able to beat that person because they're a girl. How couldn't you? And then, you know, you're
Yeah.
taught that from
Yeah.
your childhood. You're growing up every day. You're supposed to be like this. You're supposed to be like that. It's so you're raised with this mindset, and then
Yeah,
it's not just gonna
definitely.
go away because you were raised like that. So I don't know if people are just born like that or if it's more of a taught thing. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So yeah. I feel like the war is like the men out there. I want more power and money. That's something that you learn, because there are men who also exist who are like, take that. I don't care about that. I'm more interested in this and that and that. Because I know initially there was an uncle I had who, like, he was a chef and people were like, but that's something women do. Why are you trying? You know, so the socialization of like, oh, you're a man, you shouldn't be doing this, you should be doing that. I feel like it's more of a taught thing. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
we
that's
mentioned
true.
a lot
That's
before that, you
true.
know, from guys, it's always expected that they are tough, they don't
Exactly,
cry. We're not being
exactly.
sexist like that. We're just, like, I mean, more like the whole Mars Venus thing. Like, guys do the hunting, whereas we look more, like, from back in the day even, this is where, like, not even talking socialization, like, literally, like, they are used to, like, do the hunting, go outside, they're stronger, that's how they are built. And then they do have that paternal feeling where they want to look after, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas the woman would stay home, like, look after the
Take-
cave and the
yeah,
kids.
and the
Does that make
kids.
sense? So it's more like that homely feeling. And then when it's literally never being sexist, like, females are better than males. Like, no, we're all equal. I love females, I love males, like, you know, humanitarian. But,
Yeah,
like, all I'm trying to say is that it's more like we would be more like, how can we make this all a home?
Yeah.
And like look after each other.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying every man or every woman, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just as a.
But then
Mass
that's why
values.
men are in charge. Because if you want to make it a home and the man is like, I don't have a problem like tearing down your home. And then like, but then you would have a problem doing that. So
'cause
then
you'd be
like,
oh no, but what
yeah.
about the people living in it?
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
So it's like,
Yeah. Hey Charlie, like we've been speaking about this for literally like an hour and a
yeah, I
half.
feel like this was a bad look for Ghana nightlife.
Oh no! What?
No, but
Ghana means
no, but
People need to know.
No, but yeah,
Ghana
it's-
means
it's-
enjoyment. You'll have the
We
best
need
time
to say
here.
that, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Because
equally
fun.
important,
It's
bro.
really
True,
fun
true.
out
We
there.
say-
I rate the
we
fact
said
that
we
you
say
said
everything.
that. I rate the fact that you said that.
Thank you for saying
Yeah,
that.
thank you
but
for
Yeah.
saying that.
that's
No.
not
Yeah.
nightlife.
Hi,
Enjoyment.
Charlie.
Because if it
Yeah.
was really bad, people won't be going out in the
True,
numbers that
true.
they go out.
No, but then it's like, why
It's
not
like you
creating
enjoy
the
and then you go out and then maybe packing guys will annoy you small, but you will still enjoy
Yeah.
the flow
Yeah.
that happens. Like,
But
it's
yeah,
still fun.
creating the awareness too on what people should to do when they go out is also equally like important.
Yeah, locking doors, recording, calling
Yeah.
someone straight
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Always. Because it's definitely like
It's like
becoming
even like-
this. I
yeah.
go out all the time still.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the thing about Ghana. Like,
Yeah.
there's always something going on. Like when I went to like London or Lisbon, like there are nights where like people, everyone goes out to like separate places. So they might go like to bars that like, let's say no one knows, it just discovered.
Yeah.
Whereas in Ghana, you know exactly where to go and it's always on every day. Mondays might be a bit quieter, but there's still stuff happening.
Yeah.
Like no, it is
Absolutely.
enjoyment and it literally is the safest place. Like we're not just talking about making it even better, isn't it? But I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
Because no, not at all. Please, I would never say. I wouldn't say that because for me, like, I think, you know, we have an awesome,
The
you
best
know,
night.
we do have great.
So let me ask also, like, so what's the most lit, like, and like unexpected nights?
Yeah,
I
when you
can't
say, yeah.
pick because they're all pretty lit. Before Accra events, I didn't really used to plan my night. I just
Yeah.
go and see what's happening. Now, I plan it a bit better because sometimes I'm expected to at least show up in certain spaces. But when there's no expectation and I'm just going where the flow takes me, it's usually pretty lit. Like
Nice.
I love it. I love it.
Nice.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
What about
It's
you?
great,
Mel?
good music. Yes.
What about
Wait, what's the question?
like latest
How
night
lit?
you've had,
Oh,
nightlife.
latest night or what makes a lit night for me?
No, experience.
No, yo. Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah,
That's so
yeah,
hard.
right. There's a lot, but I did enjoy my initial exposure to the Ghana nightlife. That was when I was like 17.
Yeah.
You know, and like that's the Bella Roma days, you
Yeah,
know,
that's
and
what I'm saying.
yeah, those days. Oh Lord, yeah, they were like
Awesome.
they were so fun. They were so lit, you know, and we still have that going on. So I'm happy, you know, that our nightlife is still going strong. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I feel that.
true.
I feel I don't
You?
understand you.
Me.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I think
You.
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
I'm just happy to listen.
If it doesn't have anything to do with popcorn, I won't even listen anymore.
Say again, sorry.
If it has nothing to do with popcorn, I'm not listening. Like,
It is gonna be like the night, literally like that. It is gonna be that night. Like that's why like I'm reminiscing. Like like I was literally gonna go to basketball, and then I literally had like my backpack. But then there was like a chance of like also hitting the pool. I'm like I like to be prepared and like
For everything.
yeah. So I was wearing like a swimsuit and like
There we go.
and like a beach dress. But with a backpack and sneakers in my hand, like you know how we tie the laces together.
Oh yeah.
And then so first I like want to just meet some friends, hit the pool, and then they're like, but we're gonna go to Popcan's music video shoot. And I was like, we're not even wearing jewelry, like no makeup. I'm literally just like, okay, cool. I guess I could not go to ball today. Yeah. So put the basketball stuff in the boot now, and then we drive to Jamestown, and I actually. Because it was my 8 months living in Ghana, I actually went back there for like just to reminisce, take some photos. But yeah, I went to Jamestown where that Tupac like graffiti is by the beach.
I know that.
And then so the Popcorn starts like, you know, doing his thing. They start set up, they start like rolling, and we're just having a good time around, you know, doing what we do when we go out, like, you know, dancing and stuff. And then next thing, like, he's literally like, I want trouble in the video, and I was like, okay, let's do it. That literally was like the best. So then we're like it literally, you know, the love that you get from people as well. Now that's why we always have to mention, like, Ghana people are kind and supportive, and like whereas abroad, like,
no, but
maybe
then
when
it's
you go
also,
out, people might like people might look at you a certain way when you go out abroad, but people in Ghana, it's actually like love. Like, I was being shown so much love, and then afterwards we met up. And then we like had more after parties. You know when like you just go from place to place and it's just spontaneous. I think that's the latest night.
That's what I was saying.
What were you about to say then?
Yeah, but I'll say that, like, I think people are nice here, obviously, but then it's like it's I imagine it'll be more because you're a foreigner. Do you get it?
That's
like
true.
that's how Ghana is.
That's true.
That's how
true.
Ghana is.
I can't disagree with that.
Honestly.
Okay, but even abroad, like in London, like Ghanaians are nice people.
No, that's like nonetheless, like Ghanaians are like, you know, humble and like down to earth, and then like they don't want anybody's trouble. You know, you get it.
Yeah, but Ghanaians like tend to like help each other. Like abroad, someone would be like, but why would they do that? Because everyone's more out for themselves.
Yeah, everyone is like reserved.
You know? Like I've literally been asked by people abroad, like, why would that person do that to help them? And I'm like, what do you mean? To help them? Because we're like, what
do they get?
We're stronger together. Like abroad, people are very much like
individual.
By myself, I've been with people and they've annoyed me, so now I'm in my corner. Sorry if female dogs fight more. You have to actually tell me more about that. I never knew that. But wolves, lions, elephants, they're all stronger when they're together. And I don't know when we forgot that, because they would have been stronger too, like with people around them. Like, we're stronger together. Isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. You don't agree?
I agree.
I'm listening, what do you have to say, Charlie?
He takes everyone for himself.
Yo, this guy needs a gun.
No, me,
I'm the last person.
No one needs a gun.
Nobody needs a gun.
We don't need war. Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to be alone, like...
No, but then, like, me, it's like, it's not even about, like, a war or a gun, but they're not democracy. That's all I have to say.
That's the thing. I feel like
that's
when we just grabbed that from, like, the colonial system, even though it didn't really work with ours, because before they came, we were doing our chieftaincies with different, you know, and
not
then
democracy.
they came, and then they came with their way of doing things, and whether or not it agreed with us, we decided we were going to grab it anyway.
Yeah.
So that's why it's such a mess, because it's just not meant for us. It's not meant to be here.
I know, it's Ghana, it doesn't seem to work that well.
I mean, it works very well for some people. They would disagree heavily with you. People that work.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, it's designed. It's designed to profit. Yeah. Basically, that's what's happening in Ghana. Because sometimes you think about like what happened to Côte d'Ivoire, some of these distractions that happened like to countries around us. It's happening to everybody else. But then over here, it's not happening because, and it's basically the same type of people. But then you then think about, exactly, it's profiting. It profits a lot of people. The way Ghana is, the system is profiting a lot of industries right now. Honestly.
So what do we say the solution is? Like, for like, especially nightlife,
like, that's what I was
if we
trying
want
to say.
round it off, like, what's the solution?
Specifically nightlife. I just feel
or
like...
in general, it doesn't have to be specific nightlife.
You can see.
Because the country, that one is deep and it's a whole different...
Oh, no, we don't mean country, more like, the nightlife.
Yeah.
But for nightlife, for me, if we're talking specifically about the parking guys outside, I
Yeah.
feel like each establishment is like, you guys also don't want them randomly there affecting your image, randomly there pissing off your customers.
Yeah.
They should
have
like,
security.
and you guys you definitely have a bit of a budget.
Yeah.
You should have your own designated outside
Yeah, parking guys.
You can
Yeah.
like work with them, pay them a little bit small. Okay, be like, yo, if you're not part of our team,
Give
come
them a
work for this
uniform.
year. Thank
Give
you.
them a
Create
uniform.
opportunities.
Yes.
Have jobs.
But
Then
it
we
could be
have
like
specifically
ballots.
5
To be
or
fair,
6 guys
like, some
who
places-
do this, and then that's that.
And then
Nobody
install
else
more
can
lights.
just come. Yeah, and then no one else can just come and join. Hey, we really park. Like, no, you don't
Yeah.
work here. Where's your
Yeah, here's your badge.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a
that
good
right
solution.
there takes out like 90% right there.
Yeah.
Gotten rid of
No,
most
yeah,
of
they
them.
should have a uniform, and then
Because
it's even
them
like
as well,
everybody
you know,
identifies them.
if someone else comes who's not part of us, is gonna go against us. They'll fire us.
Yeah.
We will suffer. So we won't let anyone
Yeah.
just come
Yeah.
and start parking people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the whole not dusting off your hands and putting it on someone else. Like,
Yeah.
if it happens on your doorstep, it is your problem. Yeah.
Yeah, it affects you.
So how
that would be
about
mine.
every place just gets their own parking lots? Like,
Oh, but some of them are already
Get rid of the
situated
road,
in
man.
spaces.
See, like the
where
urban
they
planning
can-
is.
Cause like honestly, the places that have parking lots, you don't have like these problems. You
Yeah,
know?
but I guess it's like
But
you said,
even
it's
then,
about
everyone
space.
can
if they
have
want.
a parking lot, but
Yeah.
you will never have enough space for all the people coming.
Wait, why not?
Because even look at, I guess, an example
You need
would be
better
Ali. Ali
architects.
has that basically that whole road for
Yes.
themselves
Yeah.
at night, and still sometimes you go
Yeah.
and it's still people like
Yeah.
is needed no matter how big, unless you want the whole Jamestown to be a
Yeah. Like have you
Jamestown
seen
Maybe
like,
like multi-story.
Yeah,
have you
parking.
seen like the
Parking.
parking
when
lots?
ECG
Yeah.
takes
Oh,
your
like
lights.
underground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Multi-story.
Take your lights tonight.
I don't know like the big shops in the UK,
Yeah,
but like in the like if I imagine like a Walmart parking lot.
yeah,
Oh, but that's a whole. That's what I'm saying. That's
Or
an
like
entire
multi-story
city. That's
would make
bigger than
sense,
Accra.
yeah.
What's it?
But then that's what we
We
need.
don't have space in
Yeah.
Accra like this. Accra, all the space
feel
is
you.
No,
gone.
it's like, but then it's like just have like maybe 2-3 plots, right? And then
multi-story.
and then
Yeah,
do
no, the
a
thing is-
structure
Yeah.
that goes. But then it's like it's all about the ramp design, like
Yeah.
the way you do the ramp
Yeah,
to
yeah,
bring
yeah,
it down.
yeah.
And
Yeah, space.
but the problem with that would be like, how
Everyone
would
needs
the
to now
drunk
rebuild everything
No, even
as
like
well.
the drunk. Like I'm drunk and I have to go back to wherever.
But also when you're driving, when you're drunk, you shouldn't be driving. So that shouldn't be.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but then
Shame.
But I think
everybody.
we're talking about I think we're talking about
But-
solutions
but-
that we could do as well.
That's what
Like
happens.
But that's actually
that's what
another
happens.
thing I'll ask you.
I
Like
bet.
this one of the things I don't like about Ghana, like the clubs are too small. Like the venues are all too small.
Because
You know.
Accra is a tiny place and all the spaces.
But then but
and
then
also everyone goes to the same places.
yeah.
Everyone goes to the same place. That's the thing.
true as
Like
well.
every night people go. That's not really a thing abroad. Like you don't really know where to meet people. Whereas in Accra, that's why the nightlife is so different. And
Yeah.
I think
We
it's
always
great
know where to
because
go,
yeah, it brings its pros and cons. But a pro is definitely that it will bring the community together because
Yeah.
you know where to find people. Whereas abroad, it can be anywhere. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? And that's why abroad people be more like, oh, how do you meet people? Whereas here, like people know, like on that day, I'm gonna go here.
Yeah.
But I think like if we
True.
all look out for each other, that will help already as well.
Definitely.
I mean, obviously the police should be doing their proper job, and the owners of like
Yeah.
these institutions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But already anyone could have like looked out
Yeah, that's
with
true,
any situation.
honestly.
Like you've told me many situations that you've been through, where people just watching and you get blamed for being the female,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Yeah, and that bad situation was daytime, but like I mean, it doesn't really change. It's nighttime, daytime. Like people were watching, you know, and nobody did anything, you know. So yeah.
Mm.
And then at the end of the day, it's just all this insecurity over like 1 or 2, 3 CDs, you know, and it's like, really, is it worth it, you know? So
When actually when
Yeah.
people are kind, like your friend was saying, you'd give more
Yeah.
if you were safe and someone's looked after you.
And all these situations, I think part of the core of this is men don't like to be challenged by women.
That's actually
Some-
that
some-
entire
Some men.
My job.
Can I
Some.
interject? You know me, I'm always like, you know, against the whole woman thing. My bad. No, I don't want to seem like I'm just against.
Yeah, no.
But like, men don't like to be challenged.
Some.
Yeah, like-
Some.
I think like no,
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
because you're stronger
Yeah,
than
not
women,
by
then
women,
you
but
talk
men don't
over
like to,
them,
that's true.
like louder voice, bigger. Do you know what I mean? Because I've been in that situation where even a friend started shouting and like kicking bottles, like on the floor, and then it's like
yeah, so
people
come
that
with
were
the same
watching were
energy.
just watching,
Yeah.
and then I've been told afterwards that people were talking about it, and half of the guys were like on my side because they were like, that's not how a woman should be treated. He wouldn't have spoken to us like that.
Yeah.
Whereas the other half said, oh, she's a woman, so she should have been quiet, but she was answering back. And I'm like, but you are shouting at me for a reason that you have... He literally overheard what I said, right? But it was very loud. So instead of asking, is this what I said? He jumped to conclusions and assumed I said something I didn't. And then it escalated to him raising his voice. And then there was a bottle on the floor, a plastic one, kicked it. He's angry. Half the guys said, I should have been quiet. When I didn't even raise my voice. I literally just said, what did you hear? Because I don't understand. And even after I tried to go and speak to him, I was like, I'm not sure. And then later on, I found out what he had heard. And it made no sense, like, especially being in the job that I am, like, being a school teacher. I'll tell you guys afterwards what it is. I don't want to make it obvious who I'm talking about. But in, like, the professionalism that I am, it wouldn't have made no sense for me to say that. But he wouldn't have responded like that if I was a guy, A. And B, half of them said I should have been quiet and not answered back because I'm a woman.
Yeah, that one, that's a whole different conversation.
Yeah.
Or, like, you know, like, going to, like, Bloomberg, I've experienced before, like, that if you, like, someone asks you for your number and you say, like, you can be respectful about it and just say, like, you've literally not hurt anyone's feelings, like, being, like, just kind, and then literally being, like, told, like, no is not an answer. Like, someone even spoke to the army guy who was in charge of, like, letting people pass, and then the army guy said, he's really annoying me, can you just give him your number? No. And then the next time I went there, that person literally started shouting at me saying, last time you didn't give me your number. And then another friend joined and said, yeah, that's true. Where's the entitlement? I'm not supposed to give my number to these guys.
Well, that happened yesterday.
But
that happened
like
to me yesterday. The guy went to complain to her that I didn't give him my number, and I'm stuck up. Meanwhile, I was literally in the middle of something. I was taking content for Accra events, and he came in the middle of my content. So I'm like, hold on a second. And then he went to complain to her that, oh, I'm so stuck up and this and that, and he asked me for my number, and I'm just like, oh, good Lord Jesus, it's literally right here.
No, but you don't have to explain. You really don't
I don't.
But you know, some people watching, or like guys will then say, we're just screaming for attention and we just want to say that we are being asked our numbers, and what is a guy supposed to do? But it's not about that. It's literally how you're being addressed or shouted at, or someone comes into your personal space. Like when you feel a bit like, not frightened, but like, we shouldn't have to feel that way.
Yeah.
Just because we're females.
Entirely.
And I think that could change. Like, you're absolutely right. It's like...
Yo, so you just want, like... Okay, I don't want to go back to the gun thing, but...
Oh my
God. But I'm saying, no...
So much editing. We need so much
I'm saying, like,
editing
the
in this.
respect, like, you have to understand, like, men, you know, like, there's a reason it's like that, and it's because it's like you don't want to do the things necessary, or like, like all the things you're saying, like, you know, man, like all this aggression and stuff. It's the reason like men won't step to men like that. So like that's what I'm saying. If you meet them, like if all women are like going to meet men with the same energy, maybe it will change. But like you can't get that treatment if like we know that like
we're
most
stronger than you.
and then like you won't actually like
Yeah. But like, that's why I answer back. Like a lot of guys will say, "Oh, you know what you're saying, you're foreign." Yeah,
So then, like,
I do stand up for myself.
That's good. I mean, that's all you can do, I guess.
Yeah,
what else? Like, yeah. And then you hope that, like, you know, they don't like they're not crazy.
Yeah, it would just be nice if we were just seen as equals, you know. Like, and when it comes to like we talk business too. Like, it's always assumed that girls or women just be talking about like men or makeup. Hey, we are business owners. We're entrepreneurs. We think in that way. Like my mind thinks like that first.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You remember, like, you know how she was like, you're supposed to just slap. Like I told you one time too, like in some situations you were supposed to slap somebody. Yeah, like
I was
like
honestly,
sometimes it's
that
needed.
was like shocking, and you said you should just have slapped them.
Yeah. If it's necessary, like sometimes it's necessary, you know, like.
That brings me back to the statement of
slap people. Hey, go ahead.
Then it means women cannot go out on their own and have fun, and we always have to rely on going out with men. Because if you're with a guy and you are out, no other guy feels like they have the right to step up to you and ask you for your number, even if he feels you. It's a thing if you're out with a boy. But as soon as you're out on your own as a girl or with another girl, they feel like they're entitled to your phone number, which is annoying.
Or even like how you get treated in general. Like we were going out a lot, just us two, and yeah, we did find that we would be treated differently than if we had guys with us, isn't it? Like a lot. Like you, like especially like because we drove as well, like Nar drive. So then, like other male drivers would not be shouted at a certain way or treated, and it's like that needs to stop. Like people do need to be educated. We're not at the time anymore where it's like one sex thinks they're better than the other. Like we should all be as safe. And this is not saying that Ghana is not safe. It's just like we can always improve, isn't it? Yeah. And I think that's one thing where, like in general, like you know, when females get told like, "I'll behave a certain way," nah, we're allowed to express our opinions too and be safe.
I'll be violent.
Say again.
I'll be violent.
Just here for the violence, only violence.
Hi Charlie,
Yeah,
it's been a good it's been so
yeah.
great having you two here with us.
Yeah, very,
One
very.
more question. I'm sorry.
Sure,
One
sure,
more
sure.
question.
Go for it, love it.
One more question. Since she's here, what's your favorite place
Oh,
or event?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
that's tough. That's too tough.
yeah. We didn't even
All of them.
remember to ask.
All of them. I be
Her
political.
business hat right now is saying, I can't mention one in particular because the other ones will be upset with me.
Yeah, true.
No, I do have a lot of them, to be very fair.
Alright,
When
fine.
you see my snap, it's not like I'm at any one. I mean, I am at some places.
If you weren't working, where are you going?
To sleep and watch Netflix.
Alright, fine.
Bed. If I'm not working, I'm going to bed.
Alright, cool.
But also it depends on like who I'm going with, what I'm gonna do. Cause I know like a lot of people, and this one is funny for me. I should definitely like speak about this, cause it was annoying, but it was funny. But I know you guys know that I go out with my dad sometimes.
Oh, I wanted to mention it earlier and I forgot. Thank you for reminding it.
Like, this girl's coming
That's
out
your
with
sugar
her sugar
daddy.
daddy. You see, it's not my fault that you guys don't have good relationships with your parents.
Yo, this
It's not
is
my
so cool.
fault.
He literally goes out of her like,
Yeah, it's not
cocktail
my
at-
fault. Like, I'm sorry, you guys need to work on your relationships with your parents. You can't come at me just because,
No, it's beautiful.
Yeah, that's
it's
nice.
As far as daughter
frustrating.
goes.
It's
Yeah.
frustrating. Like, no, I love going out with my dad.
Yeah.
Like, y'all won't stop me from doing that. It's just annoying when I'm overhearing the whole, hey, the sugar daddy gave her the car to drive. Hey. It's like, no, he's my dad and he can't see very well at night. That's why I
But don't worry about them.
It's so
It's just
annoying.
don't worry
Yeah,
about
like I
them.
said, you don't
That's
have to
so
explain
nice.
to
I know I don't have
anybody.
to
Yeah.
explain, that's
Really
still
don't.
annoying.
I
Yeah.
bet. But
All the
that's
time I
their
went
problem.
somewhere and I was with him. He went with me. You know what? I'll say it out loud. I went with him to Mood Bar for Skanking Thursday.
God, we love that night, don't we? All of us.
For Skanking, and we were sitting there. I got chicken, and there were people looking at me the whole night like, she came with her sugar daddy. And fortunately or unfortunately, one of them actually followed Accra Events. So in that moment, he checked his phone, just looking through, and then he's like, oh, and then he messages. He's like, I thought that was your sugar daddy. I'm so sorry. I see that's your dad. This is really awesome. And then he tells his friends, and all of them are like, oh. And I'm just like, wow. Everyone's sitting there like, hey, she has come with her sugar daddy to eat 6 wings at Mood.
Let the people talk.
Guys care
No,
too
no,
much.
no, that's-
So if you just say we're sugar daddy, like, oh,
If you're gonna
no.
accuse me of something,
You know,
accuse me of something I've
something's
done, so I can
true,
say
yeah.
yes.
But
I'm
don't-
my
Yeah.
sugar daddy. Because if I'm doing something, accuse me. Yeah, it's me. It was I. I was
Yeah.
it.
But also,
Like,
someone's
no.
opinion is not going to put more money into your bank
Yeah.
account.
But it
Like,
could
who's
affect
gonna-
you though.
Oh, it
People's
could.
opinions do affect.
That's
yeah.
true. But
Someone's
that's your
opinion could,
dad.
I know. I think it's
Oh,
nice
it's so
and cute,
nice.
but people don't agree. You know, because sugar daddy is like, yo, come on, y'all. I think I should give him a shirt that says.
That would actually be cute.
I'm with my daughter, guys. Calm
You could
down.
have an AccraEventsGH t-shirt and then with an arrow. This is
I
my
feel
daughter.
like
Yeah, I think so.
That's like
I need to do
that's
that.
that's because then I'm like, okay,
That's-
it's your daughter. Now I'm like, okay, so you're sleeping with your daughter.
What?
I'm,
I don't
I'm
think
just saying.
anyone else is thinking that.
I was thinking that.
Yo,
Both of you.
Yeah, no, but you guys.
There's a reason why.
Yeah, but it's
thinking
okay.
that.
like
No, I didn't understand. How did did you get to that conclusion?
No, because
I'm trying to understand. How did you get to that?
It's like I still don't get
It's
it.
however they
It's
think.
the two of them.
Do you get
No,
it?
like-
We don't know how they got to that conclusion, but then
You guys
however
are-
they think,
But
they
you
think.
always look. You know,
How? Sway?
my sister's Bernard is right. Like people like to talk. If they had their own lives, they wouldn't be so troubled.
No.
You always
How are
say
thinking?
it's your dad,
And then you're
people
like, how are
just-
you sleeping with
You
your
look so,
Hey,
and you look like
too
him.
much brazzers. Or is it Pornhub?
All of them.
It's like, you need to go away.
No.
True.
Yeah, O-ring me right now.
True.
How?
No,
Now the first time I saw the snap, I thought it was a one-off, and you know when you realize it's an ongoing, I'm like, that's father-daughter goals.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Because, yeah. I
Did
feel
from
bad.
then, innit?
he's more outside than me, to be very honest.
nice.
Because lately he's like, so when are we going out? And sometimes I even feel bad being like, that's not, calm down. Like he wanted to go for the Asake concert. And
Oh,
I'm
you didn't
so
go?
glad he didn't. 'Cause
You didn't go.
I did, but not with him.
Why?
Bruh, because
The t-shirt wasn't ready.
the t-shirt wasn't ready. And I knew that won't be his space. I know because it's
Yeah.
going to be all these people.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Choked him.
I mean, I expected him to be a bit late, but he was a bit later than
Yeah,
what I
then
was expecting.
what
Like,
everybody thought.
you know,
Yeah.
so he would have just, and there was nowhere to stay. It was really crowded, so I feel like he would have. I just didn't know where he would go for that.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
you know, another day.
Yeah, but don't
Yeah,
let
that's
people's
fine.
opinion affect, because
Yeah.
in future, like
Yeah.
you're always gonna be happy about the times that you spent with your dad,
Always.
and you're not gonna be
always.
thinking, oh, I wish I'd gone out less because of what people were thinking. Does that make sense?
No, of course.
And then,
of course,
like,
of course.
Your tribe, like the people that follow you, that follow your business,
they
will,
know.
and also that would be the people that you want around you anyway,
That's
that
fair.
think that's
This is
your
true.
dad.
This
Because
is
the
true.
people that think
Yeah.
that's your sugar daddy, you wouldn't want to be surrounded by people like that anyway.
That's true.
And also,
Like who are pointing
But I would
fingers.
assume that as well.
no, but this is the
Like,
thing.
To be
No,
honest with you.
Yeah, if you didn't know.
Like
it
if
was
I,
my
cause you
dad,
don't see
that's true.
people out with their dads, like
That's
so,
true. That's
like
what I'm
you
saying.
just
So I
wouldn't
didn't
assume
blame
that,
them,
like
it was
No,
just
but
annoying.
Yeah, but who
but
cares?
but the
Everyone
thing
should
of
do what they
exactly the
want.
thing about opinions is like, so if like let's say a kid literally like say something to you very offensive, do you take offense to what they say?
nah, you
I don't
shouldn't.
remember the last conversation I had with the kids,
Like-
so I don't know what to
No,
say
but then
to
think
this.
no, but think about it. Like,
I mean,
Or
okay,
if
you
someone-
could
think
feel,
about
if
it.
someone-
Think about
you
it.
could feel
As
offense, but then you know how to respond.
yeah, so think about that. Like,
If a kid
as-
says something to me,
yeah.
I'll still be, I'll be like, dang, this kid has no filter. But that's
no, exactly. But then think about like another, like let's say an adult.
No.
And then they've also said similar things to you. Obviously, the way you respond to that
the
and the
adult
way you
is
respond to the
different.
kid is different. But then you know that there are people, they are old, but then in mind,
Yeah, that's
they are
very
just
true.
like the kid.
Oh,
Do you get
bars,
it? So
man,
me,
bars.
what people say, it really
I
doesn't
agree with
have
you.
any weight.
Oh, I hear
It
you.
really
That's what I was
doesn't
saying,
have
don't
any
worry
weight.
about it,
Do you get
people.
exactly? That's what I say all the time. It's like what somebody has said. Yeah, you said it. Cool. Do you get it? And then
I
you just
agree
do your
with
shit.
you. It's true, but at the same time, again, like it's true. People's opinions shouldn't dictate how you live your life.
Yeah.
But it could
It
affect
does.
you. It could
It
affect
does.
your business. It
No.
does. Like right now, if I'm supposed to be, if I was a DJ, I'm supposed to be playing at Afrochella, and one of
Yeah.
the co-founders is like, this person disrespected me, this person is terrible.
Yeah.
But you spending
There
time
goes
with your
that.
dad would not be a reason for someone to like, for
oh,
your
she
business
likes
to
No,
be
but some-
daddy.
the sugar daddy, yeah.
Do sugar daddy things. Nah, she, for respect.
Yeah.
Well, but again,
because
as a
Yeah.
female
so
friend,
it
you can do
will.
whatever you want, because
That's
a
what I'm
male
saying.
having a
sugar baby. Is
sugar baby
different.
wouldn't be an issue. So once again, like what we're trying to
That's
say,
what I'm saying.
it
will
shouldn't
affect
stop.
me.
Oh,
Me
yeah.
personally,
But it
that
is a
will
good
affect
idea
me.
for your dad to have like a Ghana event.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'll make him a shirt.
That would be
But then you
cool.
guys will be like a
And like you probably
team.
start
Yeah.
attracting like
That'd be
other
cute.
sugar daddies. You know, like
Yes, but
Like-
also like bring out more
That's not what I'm trying
clients.
to do. There's
Promote.
no way I'm going with this at all. God.
Promote, but even promote it
It's all
more.
about events.
I know.
If you're a sugar daddy, you like events.
No, but
that's
then-
nothing
but this is
to
the thing
just
too.
As long as you like
What-
yeah.
events.
What
Because
is-
there's some sugar daddy in the corner who sees you with your dads. Okay, the
Yeah,
next
that's
time,
what
the
I'm
next time you're
saying.
not with him,
That
you
you're
move
not
to
poor.
yeah,
But you
like
see, so is what people think definitely affects you. Trust, like it's
Yeah.
good to feel like, oh no, I'm not affected. But the truth is, you may or may not be affected directly or indirectly.
I hear
So you do have to, still take it fairly seriously. Because if it goes around that, oh, she likes, because
Yeah, but what's wrong?
Okay, so C
What-
does not
what's
like
wrong?
sugar daddies. That's her dad. Okay,
Thank
that's
you.
the point.
that's the point.
That's
But
the
even if
point.
it was, there should be no issue because that's her life.
Exactly, that's the
That's
thing. Like,
true,
what if, like, even
true.
if that's what I like,
That is your life.
That is me.
That should not
That's
impact
me.
your business.
But people would be like, oh, but you know, for pay you because you're even getting money from the
But
shit
how
that
should
they're
that
sending
affect
you.
how should it affect your personal, affect your
You're
business?
saying things like you don't know how things affect things. Everything, like things is a chain. Things have
But that's why we need to change it.
consequences.
Your personal life should not be
It
affecting your
shouldn't,
business.
and I agree.
Yeah.
100%. My personal life should
And
have
then the
nothing
business
to
is
do with
different.
that. But this
How do
is
you can't change
Accra.
that, right?
That's what I'm saying. This is
Yeah, I don't
And
think
and
you
it's
can
not
change
even, I don't
it.
think it's even just an Accra
Yeah.
thing. It's just in
So
general,
yeah, it's a
life.
general thing.
Yeah.
And the
Life.
way we were
Like-
talking about, like, people are gonna start anticipating your movements when they see you as a person. Maybe seeing that you be
Oh,
with your
yeah.
dad
Oh,
sometimes.
yeah.
It's like,
Sometimes
oh,
I'm with my dad.
rather
Yeah,
not.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like,
It's like
I
definitely a
will.
shield.
I will keep
Yeah.
going with my dad.
yeah, like
I think you should.
I definitely will.
Sweet.
That's
I
dope.
definitely will.
this is like a small thing even. Like there's a lot of stuff you just like to keep to yourself, right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's true.
Imagine if like in Accra, like imagine if you're gay or something in Accra. Yo. Like that's your life.
That's
like
your
you
personal
know,
life,
like
and it's gonna go against you
yeah.
because not everyone is like tolerant. And I don't like using the word tolerant because what is there to tolerate? Someone is living their life, but not everyone is as accepting.
Or
Yeah.
people are homophobic
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Full on,
There
yeah.
are people
Yeah.
who are just very nosy
Yeah.
and annoying about
Yeah.
other people's
Yeah.
lives.
Yeah.
So
So the moral of the story is everyone just look after one another and
Yes.
be kind to each other. Spread love and good
Please, thank
energy.
you.
Alright.
And if
We'll
something
pray-
is
we'll pray
going
for this.
downhill, pull out your phone because that
Yeah.
evidence could be necessary.
And always close
Yeah.
your doors.
Lock
Like lock your
them,
doors, sorry, lock them,
immediately
that's what I
sit
mean.
down, lock that
That's
door.
me being
Sure.
foreign. Lock them
Honestly.
and
then
like
if
you
you're
don't
in-
have to pull over. You
Yeah.
can go to the next
Stay
police
strapped.
station.
And even in like
Stay
a
strapped.
an Uber trip, you can share the trip. You can do that.
Yes,
later.
yes, you can.
Always,
Yeah.
always,
Mm,
always,
mm,
always, always.
Yeah. It's
Hey.
it's like town is town, you know. It's not it's like
Yeah.
every other city. Like
Yeah.
every other city has its own problems. You
Yeah.
get it, and Accra is like it's like one of them.
Yeah,
And
we're just trying to make
sometimes
things
yeah,
better.
so
yeah, it's
yeah,
not
you
like
have to
pinpointing bad stuff.
look after yourself when you go out.
Yeah, look after
Definitely,
yourselves.
definitely.
So yeah, everyone, especially ladies, the queens.
Yeah, thank you guys.
That's everyone
Thank
that don't
you,
for
thank
being
you,
happy.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
No, this was
Truly,
dope.
truly.
This was,
Thanks,
Yeah.
but
guys.
Yeah,
Kubano
yeah.
would have loved
Very
this. So
special.
Kubano's like
Always.
I want in it. Oh,
And
Charlie.
especially when he sees that the ladies were here, like we have
Yeah.
loved to like ask you questions, but
Yeah,
like,
would have
that
been
conversation
different.
can still happen,
Absolutely.
and we can all meet
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
And I'm still here.
I guess
I'm
in
not
his
going
honor,
Yeah.
we made it a good episode, you know,
Yeah.
for him.
And you guys look fresh too.
That's nice.
Yeah, nice. You guys came with the Charlie. Look at the
Gentlemen, so
Charlie,
do you,
Abdul.
kings.
Charlie, do some zoom from here. Charlie,
Ah,
that's
but
nice.
you gentlemen,
That's
you
nice.
kings too. Or...
No, nah, Charlie.
They always
today's
drip you,
just.
always. But yeah, mandasi to everyone, anyone that don't.
Yeah,
Got
yeah.
interest.
No, this was dope.
And
This
then
was dope.
please engage, like comment your experiences,
Yeah.
positive and negative.
Yeah.
Get in touch, be it
Yeah.
on Instagram or YouTube.
Yeah.
Or any other social media platform.
Like,
we're
yeah.
on all of them.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
Say that's what we do.
literally, and then
Our
we'll
frequency.
Yeah.
Madasa, we'll see you soon. Keep
Alright.
hydrated and be safe.
Alright.
Peace and love.
Alright.
Bet.